bó ṣe máa ń ṣe pé kò dáa ṣé mo bá àwọn ìwà kan wà tẹ́ pé ẹ wo orú ọmọ tó sọ pé tóbi yẹn no matter how tíyàn bá ti bẹ̀ ní ìyá tó bá wá ṣẹ̀ ẹ́ in some cases tó bá fẹ́ ṣe oríire ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ jáde.
Yeah, I agree. Mr. Victor, there was a time Toby was living in a house, Nimen Estate. Oh, my baby.
Gbogbo fíìmù ẹ̀ báyìí ọmọ dàbí ọmọ tó ṣe
lálẹ́. Ló ti sáfẹ̀.
Ó dẹ̀ tún ṣe fíìmù ní. So tí yóò bá ti ní tí yóò bá ti
máa yàn pé láti mi pé máa bá ṣe àwọn domestic work. Ọmọ yẹn lè ṣe ìyàwó not even a great thing lórí social media kò tiẹ̀ máa lọ síbẹ̀ kò tiẹ̀ kí Tóbi àìwéṣu kìnnìkan kẹ̀tẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀.
Yẹn ló pè máa tọ́ blood ń pa ẹgbẹ́ yẹn she's street. She might be dealing with something.
And to need depression. Baby, you know that guy, it's your YouTube channel. Baby, they are having issues. The girl said, I wish I could have one more seat with Auntie Funke and sort things out. They are having issues right now. It's not like, of course, not the better going for me to share. So that's the thing. She too need to sit down and check herself. Like,
she will tell people when they come very close to her. She will tell them.
Becky babes, what
everybody can keep telling you now.
Tribe of Judah, everybody love them. Want to watch again? Yeah, something happened. What story? No, she went on grant interview. Not Jude. Not Jude. Because for our life, we called Jude. I'm something. I was thinking that we were going to put a show again. African sugar. I don't 1 year, but African sugar.
I think something is wrong there.
Any
very close, she tells them.
No, she's still any one of them. We are not seeing it.
Let's give
ẹ má bínú ẹjọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́ mi ṣe rí a lot of people no man sọ pé Tóyin èmi sì mú ò ní favourite because mi ò jẹ́ lábẹ́ anybody ẹni tí bá ti rí tí bá ti like ẹni then Funke mo like movie ọmọ ṣe dáadáa but real life bóyá kó jáde àwọn attitude tó máa ń give yẹn mi ò like ẹ mọ̀ irú àwọn nǹkan báyẹn mi ò rí ni mo máa rí Tóyin on a several ẹ mọ̀ gbà tí Tóyin bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Kid Baby.
I'm sorry to interject you. I'm so sorry. Abefe, I'm sorry to mention this name. I'm sorry. Mama Sita, ó ṣe show kan. Ó ní láti ẹnu gate ló ti fáwọn èèyàn ní attitude. Ló ń pè é. Ẹ̀rọ ọkùnrin kékeré kan ó ní kò jẹ́ ní kòkì lóhùn.
Ṣé táyé bá ń jẹ́ lẹ́yìn? Táyé bá ń jẹ́ lẹ́yìn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa. Àwọn mi máa ṣe pé wọn kì í yàgbẹ́. Mi ò mọ bí wọ́n ṣe máa ṣe báyẹn.
Sister Sharon, let me tell you, me, I don't believe that. Don't believe what you people say on social media. Because I know will be saying hello and she will ignore every one of them. Yes, she may not be able to respond to everybody, but I don't think it is right to say, ignore everybody. Everybody, she'll still be smiling and waving. No, I don't mind that. As peaceful as that one is, she be okay. Every show react to Messi Aigbe now. Messi Aigbe don't shake any Funke react now. No, I don't know. I mean, you know, see good times now.
Body language. You read video to show like on
body language.
Sherry, any suru. If you tell me body language, Messi see. Tabari, ìgbà tí wọ́n cut the video tí woman king show yẹn ni because ìgbà tí Fẹ́mi kí tó Messi tó súnmọ́ wájú ní bọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ ló ṣe sign language yẹn bí ẹ ṣe lọ kó ṣe kó ṣe sí Funke bọ̀ ìgbà tí Fẹ́mi kì í tán tó súnmọ́ wájú lórí tó sórí bákan mú gbà ṣùgbọ́n àti Fẹ́mi náà ń jà ní or something pé ṣé kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin because Messi Aigbe náà give that attitude of Nico Yen and seeing somebody come here ring by your video they play kí n láì tó bá rí fún ìgbẹ̀yẹ̀ ọmọ àrígbé Fẹ́mi ló kọ́kọ́ kọjá tí Fẹ́mi ṣe kọjá tó kí wọn kọ́kọ́ kí wọn lọ báyẹn ibi tó sì kí wọn lọ tí Fẹ́mi kí tó hàgì mẹ́ta ìgbẹ́tọ̀ tó ṣe lọ́wájú báyìí ló give that attitude because attitude yẹn gan kò yé mi ò mọ rí dá ìgbéra gálẹ̀ sílé kẹ́ tó jáde I don't know all said ló yẹ kẹ́ lọ pàtí kẹ̀dẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ara yín kẹ́ máa lọ premier ni wọn ò ní kẹ́ wá máa everybody máa kọ̀ máa kó kán gbogbo wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ tìǹsì yẹn so yẹn bọ̀ yìí ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀kọ́ gan ni pé ṣé rí nǹkan tí ọba ń ṣe nǹkan báyẹn ọmọ máa rò bóyá user lèèyàn tó bá ti use èèyàn ìbọn yẹn Funke ọmọ máa rò bóyá tó bá ti use èèyàn tó bá ti gbé wọn lẹ̀ kò tún kàn wọ́n mọ́ because kò sí bá ṣe fẹ́ rìn torí òní mì a lè má ṣẹ̀ra wa a lè má jà àjà má parí ni kò sùn. This person has been good for me for once. Ẹ wọ́n ló ti tóbi yẹn tí tóbi tó bá ti ẹ̀wọ̀n péjọ kan òun jáde ó ṣe kó bá ṣe máa bí àwọn fíìmù tó ti jọ ṣe pọ̀ kò yẹ kó ignore wedding bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn kò yẹ kó ignore ó tẹ̀lé kó bá ti pé ọkọ̀ débẹ̀ ó ṣe 10 minutes ó wá dìde
ọmọ tó ń bẹ gbé azin tó ń bẹ gbé gidi gan nù lé.
ó yẹ ọmọ adé èèyàn ni sáwọn ẹjọ́ jẹ́ kí n land sẹ́rí tíyàn bá ṣe nǹkan ó ṣe alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ó ṣe ẹlẹ́kejì ó ṣe ẹlẹ́kẹta ẹ tún wá wò ètò ṣe fún Tóyìn yẹn náà ẹ̀yin méjèèjì kò tẹ̀ sọ pé top 1 top 2 Wizkid àti Davido tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọn yìí kò tẹ́ríba fún kan làwọn méjèèjì ikú fẹ́ gbà fún kan bó Tóyìn gbà fún náà ó gbà fún lórí ni ẹ ọkùn ẹ lé so ó wá jẹ́ àbùkù fún òun fúnra rẹ̀ tí ó gbà wọ́n lé yẹn irrespective of nǹkan tí Tóyìn ò bá ṣe fún ẹ tó ti pọ́n ẹ lé tó sọ pé àti lágbájá tó kí ẹ yẹn everybody ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yìn kò ojú ẹ̀ kó lọ sọ pé ó sọ nǹkan báyìí bàbá gbogbo yẹn kàn sọ pé Tóyìn ṣe kìnnìkan Tóyìn ṣe bọ́ mí gbogbo wa àárín kó ṣàbòsí anybody wọn ò dẹ̀ gbé voice note wá pé ó ṣe nǹkan báyìí báyìí.
ẹ má bínú mo fẹ́ béèrè kan lọ́wọ́ yín sí i. mo wà pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ béèrè ni wípé irú tí Tóbi tẹ̀sán yẹn ẹ jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ àti yín ṣe jẹ́ bí fámìlì sí i káwá tó máa gbé kẹ wá ṣe nǹkan tó ẹ pé mo kàn ń sọ ni o.
ẹ máa sọ yá.
ó lè gba okùn ẹ̀mí mi àbí ó lè kọ́ọ̀sì mi ní dámẹ́jì tí ó ṣe kiri ká wá wò pé àfẹ́gbé wá sórí social media kíkọ ẹ wá wárántì pé kẹ wá máa ṣe nǹkan kí n má wà. ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹ jọ́ tó ṣe ní social media lọ.
sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ kọ́ ẹ̀
aṣojú àlẹ́
àwọn òṣèkọ́ tó dá ẹni sùn nọ́mbà wọn tó bá ṣerú nǹkan báyẹn ṣé rí kò sí
wọ́n ní wà ní police station.
àwọn máa sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ṣe orúkọ tó wọ́ọ̀sì tó yẹ ṣẹ́rí kò sí nǹkan tí àwọn èèyàn púpọ̀ náà àwọn èèyàn lẹ́mìí ìdáríjì ni ṣẹ́rí one thing ẹ mọ̀ pé ọ̀tọ̀ ní kéèyàn ṣẹ̀yìn kẹ wá rò pé ẹni yìí ti dá sí mi once ẹ mọ̀ pé kò ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa recollect pé no àti wọn máa yé le kokoko jù a máa yé le kokoko èèyàn lè jí láàárọ̀ kó má dalẹ̀ tí ọba ti ń rò yẹn ò ní máa yé bí pé ò ní kú mọ́ kó dà náà ṣé ọdún sáà kan tí mo sọ kò sí nǹkan tí ò bá ṣe fún mo sọ fún yín kò bá jẹ 5 minutes ló sì débẹ̀ ayé jẹ́rìí tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ séèyàn àwọn èèyàn máa wá bẹ̀ wọ́n á sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ dáadáa àwọn tó máa sọ dáadáa máa wá bẹ̀ àwọn tó máa sọ láìda táìdá bá ti ń pọ̀ jù dáadáa lọ ó dá ní ìwé ò dá tó yẹ ní ìwé ò dá ní tí yóò bá ṣe nǹkan sí kò dá ẹ má máa jẹ́ ká máa nǹkan táwọn èèyàn ń ṣe táàrí làájú orí tó ìkọ̀rọ̀ oníkálùkù kò sẹ́ni tó rí tó èyí tí kí ni orúkọ woman yìí ń ṣe táàrí kí lórúkọ ẹni tí a tẹ ókè Tóyìn tó ń ṣe táàrí èmi ò tí ì rí pé òun náà láwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan tó máa ń ṣe o àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ máa pé tó bá ti pé báwọn máa apologize ó ti tán nìyẹn ṣó ti yẹyin bọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wá sọ pé kọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ bó bá ń bẹ̀ ó ṣe dáadáa náà ẹ wo bó ṣe sì Iyabo ó sì lójú ó sì lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ni ó ṣe dáadáa ó dúró tó pẹ́ bí mi ni àti kí ni ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ ọjọ́ kejì ó bọ́ta ó ní ẹ̀ bọ́ta ẹ̀ lọ wo múvì mi kí ni ìyọ́n máa ń ṣe fẹ́yàn jù yẹn lọ ó dúró tì ní that's loyalty yẹn 100% ló dúró téèyàn bá ti dúró téèyàn tán tó tí Iyabo náà bá wá sí pé tó yin ṣe òun lọ́la kò ṣe owó tó dúró tì níjọ́ ìyàwó ọmọ ọjọ́ kan ṣò yẹn alone nǹkan téèyàn máa loyalty yẹn ọjọ́ kan yẹn lẹ máa wò tí ọba ti ṣe nǹkan fún yín ẹ má máa wo nǹkan tó ṣe nǹkan tó ṣe fún yẹn tẹ bá ti react sí ẹ wá wo ọjọ́ tí ẹni ẹ ti fi dùn yín nínú ìyẹn kò kí ń jẹ́ kí ẹ̀dá ṣìwà wò ṣó ti yé wa ẹjọ́ mi lè má fọ̀rọ̀ gùn because another person lè fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ká máa wo ọjọ́ tí èèyàn yẹn bá ti dá sí wa rí then why tí a máa sọ pé bí wọ́n ti ẹ̀ sọ pé number 1 ò gbà fún number 2 number no amúlẹ̀ ayé lè kókókó ni ojú ọ̀run wọn ló tó yẹ fún láì fara kanra wọn táwọn méjèèjì bá dọ̀rẹ́ kò ní ká máa wò fíìmù wọn because nǹkan tó ń kọ́ wa là ń wò action wọn là ń wò kò sí number 1 or number 2. so kọ́kọ́ gbàgbára lẹ̀ tó máa ń sọ kí ni ẹ̀ tó ń gbọ́ lọ máa mórí wọn wú number 1 làwọn number 2 no. nǹkan táwọn wo ni wọn kọ́ nǹkan action wọn ìwà wọn nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún wa tó ń dùn wà òun là ń wò òun ṣe gbogbo àwọn nonchalant attitude tó fúnra wọn yẹn là ń wò ìwà wọn ẹnu máa wà number 2 kí ni nílé ayé yìí náà ilé ayé bí ń sí. ẹ wò ẹ jẹ́ kí yọ̀ ní ayé láti ṣe.
Let's hear from Sharon. Sharon Love, are you here? Sharon Love, yes, my sister. Mi gbọ́dọ̀ má sí bí báyìí nítorí Cherry just little mistake tó ṣe yẹn. Àwọn èèyàn ti gbà sórí Toyin. Mi ì mọ péyàn kan máa ṣe tó jẹ́ kó máa sọ pé èèyàn tó kíyàn yẹn ni ò dáa àbòsí ni. I've not gotten over this issue láti ọjọ́ Sunday pé okay mo dé àǹtí Funke wọ́n tún náà tún máa pè ó ṣe pé láǹtì ẹ̀wọ̀ mi kò yẹ ẹ̀wọ̀ àwọn èèyàn we can never please àwọn èèyàn nílé ayé yìí. Wọ́n tún bú wọ́n ló ṣe máa pè láǹtì ẹgbẹ́ ni wọ́n ní ẹgbẹ́ bá wò ó ṣe tún máa kí ilé ayé yìí you can never understand it. As for ọmọ Tóbi yẹn ní kó lọ sí wedding ọmọ Tóbi yẹn àní kó lọ sórí Instagram Tóbi I wish you as you do kíní kan kó ṣàwá post kan kó fi kí kò ní láti lọ sí wedding ẹ̀ kò ní láti náwó náírà just make a post for him just láti rántí nípa bó ṣe sáàbẹ̀ láti kékeré ọgbọ́n yẹn ti wà pẹ̀lú tipẹ́tipẹ́ tó yẹ pé ìdẹ̀wọ̀sẹ̀ tẹ̀ ó ń gbé ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ gbogbo gba COVID yẹn ibẹ̀ ló wà. Ó ti rí as mama make a post on your Instagram page ó lè post ẹ ní 8 o'clock láàárọ̀ kò yọ kúrò létò tó bá ti dé pm lálẹ́ kò yọ kúrò you know. So nǹkan tí mi kàn sọ ni pé gbogbo wàhálà tí Iyabo ti ṣe lórí fíìmù ẹ̀ gbogbo owó tó ti ná ní kò bá kọ́ wò bí ọmọ yẹn ṣe kí ọjọ́ Sunday ó wá lè sọ pé hi kó lè gbójú kúrò. That face made her so ugly. mi ò àwọn èèyàn ti ń dàgbèyàn ní orí social media láti ọjọ́ Sunday yẹn ṣe Sunday yẹn ó ṣe kí ni ó yàtọ̀ it was just too much just ó kọ́ lè wave sí akọ́ṣe báyìí akọ́ wave sí báyìí wà á dẹ̀ ṣe kí ni wà á gbójú kúrò. You don't have to create such a scene. So many cameras are there just because of gbogbo wàhálà Iyabo tí Iyabo ṣe ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ yín pé ẹni little ti báyìí tí Iyabo bá dúró báyìí ọmọ náà ó ṣe dúró they are always saying about her. You should just you don't have to create a scene in that event. Just wave. I don't know how true is that, but if you want to okay, bóyá Toyin bú ẹ o, ó dé dọ́dọ̀ ẹ, ó dé kí ẹ, àti Funke. Ẹni tó bá sọ̀yàn yàn lẹ́yìn, tó bá dé dọ́dọ̀ ẹ tí ó kí ẹ, tó ṣe dáadáa sí ẹ, láti pé èèyàn náà ń bẹ̀rù ẹni náà. Ìyẹn ti sọ̀rọ̀ mi ní tó dẹ̀ sọ fún mi, pàtí mo dẹ̀ dọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ kí mo ṣe dáadáa. Mi ò tiẹ̀ béèrè pé wọ́n gbọ́ ló sọ̀rọ̀ mi ò tiẹ̀ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Nígbà tí mo débi tó ti ṣe kí n tó ti fún mi ní positive vibes. So I don't have to go back and start talking about the negativity eléyìí tó ti ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Positive vibes tó ti fún mi yẹn ni mo ṣe kí ni ìyẹn lè mí gbà. Mo dẹ̀ máa mọ bí ṣe máa ṣe sí mi máa mọ bí ṣe máa ṣe sí. Try to, control my relationship with the person. A wave is okay. Àti Funke add a wave. Kò ní gba event yẹn jẹ́. So many resources lọ́run sínú project yẹn. There was a time wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa reason for like 2-3 days kó tó di pé ọbẹ̀ sì máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ pick up bí àánú àbíjẹta padà ni. It was just all about them. Àwọn méjì wá fi yẹn one post film. Gbogbo ẹ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti dá sórí Toyin. I actually feel it shouldn't be like that. Then Iyabo's post on this issue kódà Priscilla náà ìtò náà post kódà wọ́n ṣe kí ni wọ́n ti tó Toyin.
Ẹ fọmọ bíbẹ̀ o ẹ má pè sí ẹ má fọmọ wa bí o ẹ yà sílẹ̀.
Priscilla náà she didn't post it. I'm just stating my own, my own opinion. So, I love her. Although when the Priscilla mo call her, 2 days I was celebrating her. I love her so much. Priscilla
is my daughter.
I love her so much. I was just all emotional that day. Go to my page and you will see her there. I'm always celebrating her and her mother. I love them. So, but if you feel love, Toyin display for one, they shouldn't throw her under the bus like that. Because I feel Almighty Funke today. Funke, well, if I have no yale, you
to promote a movie. So it's not like a give or take something. She benefited from it too.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Can you say it again, please? I'm sorry.
Toyin uses Priscilla's wedding to promote her movie as well. Everybody's benefiting from whatever they're doing. It started from there. You only bring the name. Sabi Auntie movie. It was Toyin's idea.
Obasanjo is a popular phrase before Priscilla's wedding. Are you hearing it for the first time?
God bless him, sir.
Popular phrase before that wedding.
You have to bring the movie out. It started from all the way she went.
You have to bring the movie out. My sister, in lieu of this situation to share, Iyabo, she won't you don't under the boss. Please, I want to take them here. They took Funke over her. They took Funke over her. Last year. When was Funke last year to call Priscilla her daughter? When was Funke years ago to call Priscilla her daughter? God bless you. Let's be real. Let's be frank now. Wọ́n ti lò tán, tọ́ba ti lò Funke náà tán, ọmọ ṣe kí ni ọmọ àgbẹ̀dànù, wọ́n ti lò Sharon tán, olùdarí, olùtalótúlò, tọ́ba ti lò wọ́n tán máa ń gbé wọn dànù ní níjà ní gbogbo wọn. But Toyin, I pray for you today. Ọlọ́run á gbé ẹ ga. Òní gbogbo nǹkan tó máa fún ẹ nígbà níjẹ́ òní rí nílé ayé ẹ̀. God will lift you. Your life will not be cut short. I want you to choose your friend. I want you to share. That was super. That was. Be friends with your husband. Be friends with your children. I mean, one of them was there. You can't love my dad again. You should make her husband a best friend. Because tí àwọn ìjọba block tó ilé nìyẹn máa wọ depression mo sọ fún yín yẹn. Ó ti gbé relationship yẹn sí gbogbo ẹ̀mí. Ẹ̀yà nurse fẹ̀yìn kẹ́mi yàtọ̀. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Sasha. Sherry, this social media, we also man say emotion ju from country. Àkọ́dà ìṣòro jù láti téèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rù jù láyé. Ẹ tó bá ń tó ṣojú ayé tó ń kí gbogbo èèyàn tó ń ṣe dẹ́dẹ́dẹ́dẹ́dẹ́dẹ́. O lè máa fi pè yàn gidi. Sherry kan tí Funke ṣe ń jọ ẹ̀ fine, it's not good. Kò bá ti rọra kí somehow. Bọ́ ẹ̀ mú nǹkan tí Funke mú nǹkan tó ṣe fún náà. You can't, fine, I'm not Funke's fan. Toyin, she's even my friend, but truth needs to be told. Ó ti mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn bloggers wà there, camera wà there. Èwo ni bending òṣì àwọn tẹ́jọ wà ní age brackets tó wá ṣe àti kìnnìkan àti to me. Anything they want to call it. In fact, I'm not. Toyin is my person, but to me, ní Yorùbá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ojú ayé ni.
But that's wisdom. That's wisdom.
Victor, wait.
That's wisdom.
Wisdom. tó fẹ́ ṣe ṣayé ìtàlọ́. Fúnkẹ́ ẹni sùúrù ẹni sọ pé bí oníwà ṣe máa wẹ̀ ìwà tó ti ní láti lẹ̀ nìyẹn ẹ̀ lè jẹ́ ìjẹ́ ìgbà tó di kìíní sí because she's a celebrity kì í ṣọlọ́ human being ni wọ́n. Ṣé you understand? Tí èèyàn tí mi bá kú pẹ̀lú èèyàn wọ́n bá tó ń ṣojú ayé síbi tó ń kí mi kí a bò sí lẹ́yìn tó ti ẹ mọ̀ pé ọ̀nà fún lọ́nà ọ̀run ni. How can she come out in December and be talking about one sabotage? Bóyá Funke ò ṣe bóyá ó dẹ̀ ṣe let's assume pé kò ṣe. Táwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ṣe pé fún ṣe rí àwọn ìpè yẹn. Àìjí ká fira wa sínú iṣu yẹn. Iyabo coming out. Iyabo ti máa rí so many things kó tó di kó come out láti wá clear hair because people were thinking and Iyabo dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ wípé nǹkan bá bàbá ìlú ṣẹlẹ̀ tí Funke fi react báyẹn wọ́n bú Iyabo ṣé ẹ̀mọ̀ nǹkan tí Iyabo ti stomach tí wọ́n ti táwọn ẹ má jẹ́ kí n lò yọ̀kọ̀ torí tọ́ba dárúkọ yọ̀kọ̀ sí àwọn fáǹsì ẹ̀ máa gbé mi mìíní bóyá ó ti ṣe fún Iyabo tí Iyabo fi wò pé no ok ìgbà tí Iyabo support Toyin gbà yẹn kí ló dé tí gbogbo yín tó support Toyin sí kí bẹ́ẹ̀ ń kí Iyabo gbà yẹn ni wọ́n torí pé wọ́n wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí the other party sí Iyabo rẹ̀ kọ́ mà láti sọ bí ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe rí ẹ̀ tí wọ́n á bú Iyabo ẹ̀yìn èèyàn rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ bó sì ní Iyabo kò dá sí èèyàn ń ṣe event pé Funke gba event Iyabo kò dárú ẹ̀ mọ̀ bóyá òun gbọ́dọ̀ máa jẹ́ kí event yẹn ta. You people should not talk that way. Ẹ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nítorí pé ẹ̀tìrẹ́yàn kò ti kíyàn ó ti ṣojú ayé ṣe dénú ẹ̀ ni. Ẹlòmíì lè máa take rubbish kí náà ẹ̀dẹ̀dà kó dẹ̀ ní good ass. Funke lè máa take rubbish ọmọ sẹ̀lẹ́dẹ̀ ni wọ́n lè délé gbogbo má gbọ́n yóò ṣe kó má ṣe. Ẹ lè dictate nǹkan tó yọ̀bá máa ṣe ní live ẹ̀. You can't dictate it. Àwọn social media ló ń even me tí mi bá kú pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tó wọ́n lè gbé even bá máa fi dẹ́ ẹ lóhùn. Do you understand? So you can't ẹni sọ fún bó ṣe máa ṣe ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣe ṣe káwọn èèyàn bù ní bù náà wò ní náà so ṣe wá jẹ́ pé Funke kìíní and àwọn fans Toyin wọ́n ní láti máa calm down oh, they're not helping Toyin at all and why Toyin coming out to come and tí wàá ṣe gbogbo tí nìkan wàá gbà ní industry no you don't do that that means ó ti ọmọ lọ ṣe greeting yẹn ni kò lè come out láti wá ṣe updates. No, that's not. So Funke go to me. Fine, ó jẹ̀bi ó tún play maturity. Tó bá jẹ́ lómi ní ó lè ní tó bá jẹ́ lóò Iyabo òṣèlú ẹ̀fẹ̀ Iyabo lẹ́ni kí ló ń kí mi fún public Iyabo lè sọ ẹ̀ pé Iyabo gbàdúrà máa sọ blocking pé má kí mi alábòsí òṣì. Funke kò ìgbà kò sọ̀rọ̀ she didn't say anything kò dẹ̀ update anything. So ìjọ ẹ náà máa sọ pé nítorí pé ọkọ̀ jẹ fún ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa ti emotion. Èyí ẹni rárá bí everybody má jẹ́ ká máa wù emotion náà dẹ́ mọ́ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ọ̀rẹ́ náà bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí wàá ṣe pé Iyabo tó kọ́ fún wa ní clue nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ we don't even know àti blame àwọn èèyàn ti ń pariwo Funke òkì Funke ń jealous ẹ̀ how can Funke be jealousy someone that is tó jùlọ in everything everyone now Funke is not my person mi láìkẹ́ torí mo mọ̀ pé òun náà kò gbádùn máa ń ṣe bákọ̀bákọ̀ but ọ̀dìkan tí tó yìn even ẹ̀ tó jọ ẹ̀ tó yìn gan mo ṣì sọ fún mo ní díẹ̀ yìí ní láti stop gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń ṣe àti kìnnìkan yẹn ò mí ìpè bóyá ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ wọn dé lẹ́mọ̀ kó tó ń ṣe ni kó tó ní pé Iyabo jáde so ẹ jẹ́ ká máa calm down ká kò máa fi wọ́n sínú àdúrà because èèyàn náà ni wọ́n so judging one party judging kìíní kan to me it doesn't make sense so that's my take. Thank you.
No, Adérónkẹ́ ló kàn. Mo ti dákẹ́ látàárọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ jẹ́.
Ti rárá lè rẹ́yìn tí kì í sọ kí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ní à.
Me to give. Okay. Mo fẹ́ address nǹkan tí lady tó sọ. Do you know that I want to put it to you that for Toyin to go to that table to say hello, Toyin would have made a calculation. Anyway, on camera them and be by you. See back here, people will drag me. Do you know that?
You're talking from your own mind, not from Toyin's mind.
No. What you're saying, you also.
But you are not in my mind either.
Perspective.
But you are not in my mind either. So I take it as sorry. For you to say that, maybe Toyin go to go. So maybe she would have just said, and you don't want table if I don't say hello. People will drag me. Okay, let me just do something. Let me just quickly say hello and move on. Do you understand? Now, you want to work key. No matter what any about Solenye, for the fact you're seated and you have cameras all around you.
you could have been matured enough to say, just like you said, you that said something, you said, to make me mini, at least my cock, why did she not do that? She could have just nod her head, wave her hands, even without saying a word.
I said it.
Now, you said something. You said if it were to be Iyabo in the position of Funke, Iyabo would have stood up or said something nasty. But I put it to you, if it were to be Wunmi too, in Toyin's position, I swear down, I was because my Wunmi Kurumbe, me joy. So that's the so what we are saying is this. They all made mistakes. Like you said, in your tones already, put the one get okay. 5 seconds response. And it be people who are leading, they and discuss and sorrow and so and lower to and say and she boy. Now, if I were Iyabo and I wanted to make a statement, what I would have said out is, and these two people are adults, they are my people, I cannot get involved. I love them, they love me. Go and watch Return of Arinzo. Boom, boom, that's it. But you did your first paragraph, second paragraph, highlighting and from what you put out there, for me, personally,
she did the same thing from a
place of annoyance. No. That thing came from a place of resentment, like underlined resentment. Maybe it didn't share me, and I've been overlooking, and boom. And those statements are out there. Because people were expecting you to know where you stand. And you bringing out that thing is you indirectly telling people where you stand. Because internet should be known. She could have at least keep promoting her movies. And on the street line, go watch Return of Arinzo. On the Kiniko, go watch Return of Arinzo. Now, Toyin on the other hand, this lady, she will still come out, go and watch Return of the Arinzo. So what else do we want from Toyin? I'm not saying Toyin is a saint, because people keep saying, Uncle, show. Yeah, I have a problem with that. But that is who she is. Mi mo why go to fi nkunle because ko so mo Yoruba. Mi mo why to nkunle show ibi to ti wa won nkunle. Won nkunle show kiyo. But having said that, that is Toyin. Toyin is someone who can call almost 5 years of Nancy. We cannot take that away from her. That does not make her a bad person. Oh, me one day. Omani eyan kunle abi eyan kunle kirara ko ni keyan ma ga bi ba no yen so. So, show young Kyo. Communicate, she's a bad person. That's what she is. We can't take that away from her. But people now coming out to say, oh, for her to no. People who are saying that should take those words back. Not she mistake in this. At Funke, she mistake. Because Funke could have easily 5 seconds response won't take us to where we are today. To be really, all of Iyabo so much that she's no good that they call her. Oh, yeah, because we calculation. Because it's calculation to work here. You want to need to talk about. Maybe if I get watch affect me, you know what? One about when you okay, finish, move on. But yeah, she calculation to work here. To buy business mogul to Jenny, tycoon to Jenny. You could have also make your own right there and say, okay, we won't be here right now. We will not be here now. Iyabo not today. People were just now Iyabo now put it down to us. But yes, we are there. So doing that now. She was thinking she linger on. Promotion take people go my chef Ija Saga she don't she forefront. So no one should can you come out to pay Toyin no. No, just like you are saying, we are not in Iyabo's mind. You are also not in Toyin's mind. You're not. We're just saying it from our own perspective, from our own understanding. Everybody, each 5 people want to pay. The way big boy and I just hope that God will just intervene in all this going on. And it told them, yes, what you quota, but of any show bold steps to take. They were not bold steps. I'm sorry. And go on steps to take it. But no long part of to bite in the bumble. That's my take on this. So and TNN, I'm sorry, Iyabo support something right up a phone, no pull out. Yes. Because when the people pull out, Toyin came out. I come out to turn now. Look, came out that you are there telling people that she pulled out. Our management Toyin came out to say, but you also pulled out at last minute. So what are we saying here? All right, thank you, TNM. Funke, it's your turn before we go to Olori. Oh, thank you. Finally. Very well. Mama, change agenda. Thank you, everybody. Victor, you are me. No, Victor is the boy. In fact, don't do it to Victor. The boy, you have to go to Padawan. Don't you want to go to okay. Sherry, my take attitude as sorrow I want people here. Sherry, wherever you put women, ladies together, cool easy like everybody don't need personality. We can never ever behave alike. We all tend to forget that people no matter how you put up to be, oh, I'm nice to this person, I like this person. It's a competitive world they are. Everybody wants to be on top. Everybody only gimmicks so bewa. Ento mo yayashe, ento mo jule, ento mo sorole bukwelo. These people are top tiers in this industry. So the man of could see both be on she fair shitty on these clashes. Musing so many times on the Funke Iyabo and Iyabo. Any lati Lorai. You have to use your Lorai, see. Oma calculates, it's all like calculative friendship, no only Timba Funke Kowaba Midasi will it put crowd? Timba between Kowaba Michele, will it put everybody compare everybody in calculate me? If it's not monetary, then it will have to be fame, at the same time. But is a circle. But when Funke Buru was Victor Jan, you don't go Victor Salo. Kosi Kotonja Funke Buru, le grow empire, ko marry curiosity. Ko easy. Nigerians calling Bubuani. Oh, Leon Bella Toma Loa, nice one, but ye jembe. Funke Buru, and sorrow to be occupying for 10 years, over your share for 10 years. And one class in any Funke Buru. Isn't that harsh? Isn't that harsh? It's a business. Tobacco breach business in co. Tobacco breach contracts in co. We don't know. The mass of any sort of Funke, but Funke only family is a sadist. Funke need the therapy, kill a mean. Industry in the want to insure any. Funke has a good background. Only family, only people who sing Kuba, sadist, kilo, shit of a man, depression to Rikini. Funke is doing wonderfully well for herself. Toyin is doing wonderfully well for herself. I want to get they are putting in so much sweat in that industry. One more shade differently. Everybody lonely modus operandus here, but changing coin. Cool easy. They won't compare around all the time. I think it's totally wrong. Yeah, I think you compare no. Yes, I think you can come. When you comparing things, you don't find that. They are both different. I want to be said, she won't judge the same thing. They should judge the same thing. It's not easy. Orogo will not share age brackets. So you want easy. Àwọn ọkùnrin kan bára wọn jà wọn kàn pariwo síta bí àwọn ìṣe bíbí orí bíbá yìí làwà tó ń parí ìjà fún gògó àti ní Túnjí máa sọ ọmọ táwọn àwọn òpè sọ́jà ni táwọn àfáà ń parí ìjà fún wọn tọ́lọ́dún kan náà fi sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn àgbàlagbà nìyẹn àwọn àgbàlagbà wọn náà tó ń bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀ industry yẹn ẹ máa forí gbára yín ṣeré ni because ẹjọ́ ń nọ́jà ni. So that's the number one. Now let me go to the context of what I see in what Funke did and in what Toyin did. My take on in Funke is I personally, I'm not going to say what Funke did was right or no, was wrong or totally wrong. Sherry stage don't day ni mo ma fi judge wọn because kale mi ìwà tí Funke wù ni mo ma wù. So tèmi nìyẹn o lè bá a lè ti jà lẹ́yìn according to Iyabo's write up to toss ayé lójú ẹ ti fojú bà lẹ́yìn kí ló wá ń kí mi wájú kámẹ́rà fún. I won't take it. But nítorí pé position tó wà nǹkan méjì ni mo fi blame Funke. Position tẹ wà ẹ ti ń di mentor fáwọn ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹ ti ń di role model fáwọn ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹ ti ń di leader fáwọn ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. They are looking up to you guys. For that reason, there is something that is there is a public etiquette. Tell you about in their position come. There is public composure to pass in their position come. To that way, you have to be mindful of those things. So you must be camera 24/7 one watch you in. Boya Toyin look be camera man, boya Toyin ko àwọn camera she might be. So àwọn koko wa to pe ni wájú camera. Yes, more understand by what to say she ko ma fake and she's a human being. Yes, like I said, it's just because of the position she is at the moment. They want to lead, want to take lead now roles for what. So Oyako were mindful of the public and the cameras. Toria, because of that, you might just say hi, but you would have been better. That's number one. Number two is, if truly you want your friend to succeed in that movie, because of one person, Iyabo, Yoruba man so put you back to for that one day. Wow, Iyabo lojo wèrè ẹrù olójẹ́ kí n dá mọ wèrè yẹn lóhùn ọmọ mi kò fẹ́ mi nítorí bí fíìmù ẹni o like that will be after the film wàá sọ fún Ìyábọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé o mọ̀ pé tó tí bá ṣe tiẹ̀ mi ní dá mi ní dọ́mọ wèrè yẹn lóhùn bí wà ìyẹn wà allowed but for that day nítorí nǹkan tẹ represent ẹ fẹ́ wá bá promote film ẹ èèyàn máa ń torí nǹkan ṣe nǹkan ni ṣe ti understand kí n lọ sí wedding ẹnìkan sì kí n wá rán ẹnìkan tá ti ń jà tẹ́lẹ̀ àbẹ́ anything tẹ́lẹ̀ kó wá fẹ́ bá mi jà nítorí ẹni tí mo wá bá ṣe nǹkan màá fi fún ẹ màá filẹ̀ fún ẹ lọ́jọ́ yẹn màá di eyín pọ̀ pé wò ṣáà má wọrí bí èèyàn ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn téèyàn bá ti dáwọn stages kan so èmi ò lè bú Fúnkẹ́ totally because gbogbo wa ṣe ń react yàtọ̀ nǹkan tèmi máa ṣe kọ́lẹ̀ yìí máa ṣe Becky ẹ̀yin lè pretend kẹ́ wò pé ẹ lè gbé sáré ó tẹ̀lé má jẹ́ pretend kẹ́ kàn wò pé mo lè fi mọ́ra for now má wọrí a máa pàdé lẹ́yìn sí kẹ́mi wò pé àbóyá wèrè ni kí ló fẹ́ fà gbogbo everybody ló ní different characters gbogbo wa la ní different ìwà obìnrin ni gbogbo wa ẹ kó àwọn ṣẹ́yà gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Nollywood ó dàgbà tẹ Big Brother house náà wà ó dàgbà tẹ kó gbogbo wọn sínú yàrá kan ni wọ́n ṣe wà orí stage náà wà kò easy fún gbogbo wọn náà competition ti pọ̀ jù so èmi ò fẹ́ mo fẹ́ disagree pẹ̀lú Victor pé Funke ní problem Funke ò ní problem that is how she knows how to manage business and that is why she is successful. Tẹ́yìn ò bá níwèrè díẹ̀ kó mú gbogbo díẹ̀ mọ́ wọ́n á bá yí ẹ̀jẹ̀ nínú ẹni òwò tó bá ń ṣe. Ọgbà wà good girl gbọ́dọ̀ wà nínú business o gbọ́dọ̀ máa fọwọ́ ra everybody lórí jù wọ́n á gba igbá lórí ẹ̀ ni gbogbo wa láwọn yẹn. Ó bá Tóbi jà ẹmu nǹkan tó ṣe ẹmu nǹkan tí Tóbi ṣe ni fún 10 years ló fi keep ẹnìkan tó fi ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń gbélé ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe everything. Ṣé kò dáa náà lọ ṣe dúró tiẹ̀ fún 10 years ni ṣó dandan nìkan dúró tiẹ̀ fún 1 year ni. Toyo baby tó lọ ṣé kò wá bẹ̀bẹ̀ ni ṣèbí management Toyo baby ló fuck up ṣèbí Toyo baby fúnra rẹ̀ sọ wípé management òun ló mislead òun nǹkan tó dẹ̀ tún ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àmọ́ so àlè máa judge pẹ̀lú àwọn nǹkan tá a mọ̀ èyí tá a bá mọ̀ ní kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká wò pé òkè o ẹ jẹ́ ká deliberate lórí nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn èyí tá a bá mọ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa dá sí. Iyabo the write up Iyabo made honestly I think Iyabo was just trying to put her truth out there. Kò fẹ́ manipulate nǹkan tẹ̀mí rí nìyẹn ó lè mú lè wrong I stand to be corrected èmi fẹ́ pé ó fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn rí true picture because ó dàgbé ó ti bá wọn parí ẹ̀ bóyá òun kan ti rí aláṣejù láàrin méjèèjì yẹn ló ṣe kọ nǹkan tó kọ yẹn bí èmi ṣe rí nìyẹn because Iyabo yìí náà àti Funke náà wọ́n ti jàrí náà gbogbo wọn ti bára wọn jà gbogbo ẹ̀dá sọ pé Funke ní problem ó bẹ́ẹ̀ lè jà Toyin ní problem gbogbo wọn ti bára wọn jà round Iyabo ti gbèjà Toyin rí nígbà tí yẹn bá other party kan báyìí jà ń gbà yẹn Iyabo ló bẹ́ síta fún on her behalf tó já ìjà yẹn Funke àti Iyabo wọn ò kíra wọn for almost 5, 6, 7 years in the industry. Mercy àyípẹ̀tẹ̀ ẹni pé wọ́n Funke lójú nínú fídíò yẹn kan tí mo rí kọ́ ní apá aṣọ ẹ̀ lèmi fìpò ń wò honestly. Ó ń check apá aṣọ yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́wàá lọ́wọ́ gbogbo fídíò tó kù ó bí bàtẹ́ yàn ń check nǹkan bí pẹ̀pẹ́ ṣó jábọ́ lápá ni àbí ṣó kúrò ní. Ọlọ́run kan tí mo rí nìyẹn I swear Ọlọ́run ẹ máa gbọ́ Becky mo rí ojú yẹn but èmi fẹ́ sọ fún yín pé kì í ṣe pé fún ojú burúkú Funke ó bọ́ sásìkò níṣẹ́ náà.
Ẹgbẹ́ ìyá Yorùbá obvious gan bàjẹ́bàjẹ́.
Àǹtí àlójú tẹ̀yìn fi rí ẹ̀ lè fi ojú mi wòran ẹ̀ mi ò tẹ̀lé fojú yín wòran. Nǹkan tí mo rí lè ní sọ nǹkan tẹ́mi fi òdùn.
Body language ń kọ́ àǹtí Adérónkẹ́.
Ṣẹ́rí body language wọn ẹ máa gbọ́ ṣẹ́rí body language wọn ẹ máa gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ Sharon ṣẹ́rí body language gbogbo wọn.
Ẹ sì sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa tó
ẹ máa gbọ́
fojú yẹn sílẹ̀.
Ṣẹ́rí ó dùn mí
ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́tí
olórí ẹ jẹ́ ṣe submission mi láyọ̀ àtàlàfíà. Let me be stupid in peace. Ẹ fi mí lẹ̀. Olórí kan tó yẹ kó tí mi ní bá fún yín ni pé kẹ́ ẹ fojú mi ríran. Let me be stupid in peace. Ẹ fi mí lẹ̀ mo ń lo glasses. Ṣé rí nǹkan tí mo try láti sọ honestly? Ṣé wọ́n ti fídíò kan báyìí nípa Wùnmí torí Ọlátọ́ní woman kan fojú burúkú wò tí woman yẹn tó afáìdà tí pé kò mọ̀ rí. Ṣé rí gbà mí nǹkan máa ń bọ́ sí nǹkan bọ́ ṣé rí nítorí pé tíjà bá ti dé orí máa ń di ọ̀rọ̀ orí máa ń di òwe honestly. Èmi ò fi pé ó ní pé iye bẹ́sì máa mọ lójú àbẹ́ anything. Ṣé rí nǹkan tí mo rí lára gbogbo body language wọn lọ́jọ́ yẹn ni pé none of them was together wọn wà together fún Iyabo ló kàn fi pé òun ní ìdí gbogbo wọn to be present honestly. Funke àti Mercy Aigbe, in as much as they are trying to be civil, no, the chemistry wasn't there. We all saw it, but they tried to be civil in front of the cameras. God bless you, my sister. Oh no, Cherry Toyin. In fairness, I don't have anything against Toyin. Toyin is my baby girl. She's my 5 years junior in school. So at school, Remy, I can party 1 or 2, but nothing to do with that. In got my first offering, Toyin, Sherry. Nígbà tí Toyin tó ń pakuru pẹ̀lú fún tó ń show loyalty ẹ̀ sí Iyabo nígbà wedding Priscilla. Mo fẹ́ correct everybody fún nǹkan kan. Anything I say here, I still repeat, I stand to be corrected. But let me be stupid in peace, ẹjọ́. Sherry, nígbà tó ń ṣe wedding yẹn, the fact pé Toyin ń kúrú, ó ń ga, ó ń ṣe everything pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ kò mean pé you are Iyabo's favourite. That moment tó ń kúrú tó ń ga, Iyabo could be missing Funke. You only made yourself available. And now stop making yourself too available. You are beginning to become a people's pleasers.
Correct. And that one correct.
Oh, yo, me because your favorite me don't kuru onga. And don't love, no love. And don't like Ọlọ́run ṣe é sọ from my observation ni pé yes Toyin lè like Iyabo ṣe mo pé a máa ní àwọn best friend tó yẹ pé tó máa bèèrè lọ́wọ́ best friend ni pé is your best friend àwa kọ́ ni best friend wọn ṣe mo bẹ́ẹ̀ yeah thank you nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn ó wà available ó make rẹ̀ readily available gbogbo pẹpẹ furu tó ń ṣe tó ń kúrú tó ń ga ẹ̀ tó bá yẹ pé Funke gan ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ Funke ò ní ṣe gbogbo pẹpẹ furu yẹn Iyabo dẹ̀ sì máa respect ẹ̀. So you made yourself readily available ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo everybody ló máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé see finish. Toyin is still not carrying herself with the brand. Toyin ṣe bí ẹni tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọ industry. Àwọn Wùnmí kékeré gan tó kéré tí Toyin gan mọ̀ pa máa fojú wò pé àti ẹ̀dẹ̀ sí mi ẹ ti náà ti ganú ayé náà. Toyin should learn to even rebrand a bit. Kóun náà kó ní composition a bit. Ó ń kúrò òǹkà. Àwọn people yìí wọ́n náà lè jẹ́ kó máa treat her anyhow. You are a nice person naturally, we all know that. But you sometimes overdo things just because you want to please everybody.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus. Honestly, that's my observation. So learn to comport yourself as well. And when you look up to you, one not in this stage in life, they go, okay, more. So Iyabo will share anything. Iyabo, she wrote her truth. She put her truth out there. Oh, take a more narrative because to law. She put out what actually transpired. Which was fair enough. Honestly. So Toyin, if you ask me, in Koto Sheni Ojo yen omo Ibadan. Ibadan ni Toyin ti school omo Ibadan ni mi. In Koto npe ni ojú ayé oni Toyin ṣe lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Àti tutọ́ síra wa lójú àti gbà lẹ́yìn camera. Why are you creating me in front of the cameras? Why are you doing that? Funke Boboni victim in this case, not Toyin. Leave emotions out of it. She's nice. We can't take that off from her. We can't take away from Toyin. But nice. But to the context of what happened that day, Funke was the victim, not Toyin. Toyin and Iyabo should correct but Funke was the victim, not Toyin. Oti sorry, Oti call her out. One call her out. Call her out just in December. Call her out. One you camera, one fey. no, ẹjọ́ gbogbo agbáṣe máa react yàtọ̀. Nǹkan tẹ́yìn máa gbà kọ́lé mi máa gbà. Toyin is nice, Toyin is successful, I respect her. I'm not saying pé ẹnìkan dájọ́ ẹnìkan lọ, but mo kàn sọ fún in the context of what happened that day. Honestly, Funke, ẹ ló ń lejò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀mí fẹ́ sọ fún gbogbo yín lẹ́nu pé nínú gbogbo wa táwa bí ẹni tó bá ń ṣe business tó bá fẹ́ máa wà nice o ò lè make ẹ o ní Nàìjíríà ọmọra wa o ní láti fi wèrè díẹ̀ máa pọ̀ tẹ̀ ní kó máa lejú ibi tó bá ti lè lejú kó dẹ̀ rẹ́rìn ibi tó bá ti lè rẹ́rìn if not Nigerians ni wọ́n máa gbapá lórí ẹ̀ ni and I think that's why she's still successful. So gbogbo àwọn táwọn sọ pé bóyá ó ní depression ẹ ó ní attitude ó ní kinní kan nǹkan tó fi build the brand yẹn nìyẹn tẹ bá notice in the last 2-3-4 years Funke òun bá wọn ṣe ní industry yẹn for some time ó ti carve ní ìjà rẹ̀ ó ti ní àwọn tó ń lò consistently ìgbà yẹn ẹ̀yin àwọn àyílá kọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ out lórí social media pé Funke ò kì í bá àwọn èèyàn ṣe tọ́ interview ẹ̀gbá iṣẹ́ rántí tó sọ pé torí pé ibi tóun gbé jìnnà amen estate kóun tó délẹ̀ wọ́n á ti máa yípa àti iṣẹ́ rántí ṣé kò máa wọn tóun bá díìlì ló ṣe sá fún wọn ni ṣé kò máa wọn tóun bá díìlì ni ẹnu ìjọ mẹ́ta ìlú wọn àti Iyabo tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa ṣe pẹpẹpẹpẹ wọn fòrò mọ́ra wọn so gbogbo wọn ní nǹkan gbogbo wọn mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe Funke mọ̀ wá ara ẹ̀ ó yọ ara ẹ̀ kúrò láàrin wọn for so long a rí ó yọ ara ẹ̀ kúrò for so long ìgbà tí Toyin bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa ní problem pẹ̀lú another third party kan tá a gbọ́dọ̀ dárúkọ ń bì yìí ìgbà yẹn lòun àti Iyabo náà tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa ṣe pẹpẹ fòrò mọ́ra wọn náà torí nǹkan ọ̀rọ̀ wa ló sọ wọ́n di bẹ̀ sí làwọn náà ṣe náà ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wà honest nígbà míì náà. I'm not a Titan, I'm not Funke's anything. In fact, they are my junior. I don't give a hue to me. It's in industry. Ibi ọ̀dọ̀ àfẹ́fẹ́ iná mo ti lè pariwo tí Becky máa jẹ́ kí n sọ tẹnu mi tí olórí rẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ interrupt mi. Honestly, so that's my observation. Ọlọ́run kò ṣe rí ìyẹn. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Becky Biggs, my sister. Auntie Aderonke, please, I want you to talk about this boy, Tobi Makinde Abetiso.
I said everything. Up to now. And Funke is not that kind of a person. No one spilling color social media. And once you think back on what pull Funke go on, that's industry, that's how you confirm when you come back in Nigeria, but about you want to Funke finish and underneath. She's not his person. Don't want pariwo ni. So Cheryl or Tobi, because mo confess kọ́kọ́ mọ̀ ní pé àwọn domestic cases wa gan ìyẹn àwa tá à ń ṣe ń gbé Nàìjíríà tá máa ń ní bóyá gate máa ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ kìnnìkan a lè lò wọn fún 20 years kan mess up lọ́jọ́ kan kí nǹkan tó dẹ̀ fi mess up yẹn kó jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó lè pa wá lára ni ṣáà ní kó máa lọ ni ṣé torí pé ó ti lo 10 years pẹ̀lú mi kó dẹ̀ ṣe nǹkan tí yóò bá mi lára mu ṣé dandan ni ká ṣáà ní ká ṣáà assign that way assign ní ọjọ́ òkú ni ó lè lu ẹ kó máa bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ for so long èmi náà wúlò fún ẹ ló ṣe lè dúró industry yẹn tóbi ju kẹ́nìkan dúró tẹnìkan lọ fún 10 years mo wúlò fún ẹni èmi náà mo bring ẹ up mo promote ẹni ibo náà ti mọ̀ wọ́n náà tẹ́lẹ̀ so Funke náà níṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe ó ń sacrifice gbogbo àwọn people yẹn ta ló mọ tóbi ní industry òun ló bring tó yọ baby up tó ṣe everything so nínú láàrin 10 years síjà bá wá wà ẹ lè castigate ẹ because ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tóun náà faradà all along tó ń carry wọn along so ìjà lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ọmọ ìyá méjì kan wà tá à ní bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ tí ìṣèpá gbára wa síṣẹ́ ọ̀gá níbi iṣẹ́ iná àwọn ibiṣẹ́ ta ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìyàwó táwa ń lo òyìnbó àtẹ̀yìntà àtàwátàwà ní Nàìjíríà àwọn ọ̀gá yẹn tí ìbáṣe pé bóyá a ní láti san owó lé a ní láti san bills ọ̀gá mi wà tó yẹ pé wàá ti kúrò lábẹ́ ẹ̀ pé ọmọ kó ṣì kórí burúkú ẹ̀ lọ bí life ṣe wà nìyẹn téèyàn bá ń báyàn ṣiṣẹ́ there will be a fallout at some point so wedding ẹ̀ tí kò lọ mọ̀ bóyá ó fún lówó mọ̀ bóyá ó fún bóyá olùkọ́ ló kárí wedding ó kàn ló pé mi ò ní wá but nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fi support ẹ̀ rè mo wait nǹkan tó ṣe tí Funke ò lè pariwo síta you don't even have an idea Tóbi fún ara ò grant ti tàbí kò ní ẹwù nǹkan tó ṣe fún mi Funke fún ara ò ní ẹwù nǹkan tí Tóbi ṣe àwọn ọkọ̀ ṣe tọ̀ exactly so tọ̀ yẹn sì àmọ̀ nǹkan tó bá dé tó bá wù ọjọ́ tí tọ̀ yẹn bá fẹ́ tó àpò ẹ̀yà kó bọ́ta kó sọ̀rọ̀ àjọ́jì àpàdà wá àwa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ tí o bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ ojú tọ̀ lọ kò sí nǹkan tó mẹ́tọ̀ mí fún àwa because wọ́n ló mú nǹkan tó gain under Funke náà for 10 years tí wọ́n náà jókòó tì.
Ìjọba tiẹ̀ lágùn jìnnà lórí ìyẹn ṣe rí àwọn private matters yẹn a lè sọ bó
so nǹkan tó bá ti gbé wá ṣe é kò tó fẹ́ sọ lórí
nǹkan tó bá ti sí ìta ká máa ṣe ká máa lọ́dún lè
wá tí ò lè ṣojú wa a lè dá sí àwọn máa fẹ́
èmi ò like àwọn private stuff exactly too much stuff yeah we don't even have to go too to that kind of relationship with workers. Thank you all. Good evening or good morning or good afternoon. In fact, I'm going along with TMN and then some of the things the Sister Deronke so go along with it. So I will try as much as possible not to repeat everything to my agree with. To whom much is given. Let me put this phone on do not disturb. To whom much is given, much is expected. And there's a guiding principles to life, to social life, hierarchy, best behavior, proper behavior. Don't let me call it best, but proper. That is why in England, there's a schooling for young Wales to manshi so that proper behaviors, how to behave, and so so your man this stage in life you have to grow, whether you like it or not. You cannot be ordinary. Unfortunately, we have a social media that will just come out and say, oh, I will do the same thing, forgetting that you are not in the same position as the person you're talking about. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àwọn tẹ́gbọ́n mo like from afar. I happen to like all of them. So I cannot call myself Titans. I cannot call myself Funke Akindele, and I cannot call myself Queen Mothers, but they are people that I love from afar. And then I happen to be in the industry, but based in abroad. So very seldom you share that much. So there are certain things team who are privy to. See, some people might not be privy to it. As far back as over 10 years ago, way before COVID, I've had one or two people see what me personally. I own a business that I deal with women heavily, and they will talk about Funke. And because I like Funke so much, I will not listen. I will leave it. So they've spoken to character. These are people that have actually worked. There's one woman in Toronto, very jovial woman. She complained about Funke. This was it. She was just throwing things out. It wasn't particular. Well, I'm just bringing this up to just build up something here. So she said it. And I also waved it because and you don't listen to people and start looking at the person that way. But I have enough to go from Aunto to Shempe. Our ladies they went deep. So yes, see, Mr. Victor, oh, maybe she's depressed, maybe this. Well, they're not wrong. And then Taba go into our interviews, Funke she. Hello, to address character, how she knows she's not perfect, how her mom even told her, smart strict yes, it is true. I can be strict too. And then somebody was saying that, build empire. We're not talking about all that. We're not talking about her being a boss. We're only addressing what happened at an event. Let's call it a corporate event. Outside, when I go to any party, if I know that I will not greet one person from the table, I will not move close to the table. And we already know how close Toyin, how Toyin sees Iyabo as a family. So lucky one, show my appropriate for me, láti kí èèyàn kan, láti kí àwọn kan, kó má wá kí èèyàn kan. That is also not wrong. Oma spark the same reaction right now. Then
kí ló tó ń ṣe mà, kí ló tí ò ṣe mà, ṣe rí upbringing kò sí nǹkan tá a lè ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì wà tó jẹ́ pé ó wá láti ilé tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n bá gba wọ́n yí ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, àǹtí ló máa ṣe, àǹtí mi. Àwọn we like those kind of personal choice or habits. Ó máa ń wá láti kékeré ni. And lady grew up ní Ìbàdàn. Not that pé àwọn ọmọ Ìbàdàn tó bẹ ò sí. However, when it comes to kéèyàn respect èèyàn, ìbá jẹ́ ọjọ́ kan ló fi jù yàn lọ, wọ́n máa ń respect ẹ̀. So character ti ẹni mi ò fi pé ó yẹ ká tó fault èèyàn for being respectful. I don't think that is fair. So now, the focus is on that day. Event ẹlòmíì ni. As a matter of fact, pè mí ní Iyabo ni. Funke ṣẹ́ mi. Because right after the event, nobody was talking about the movie. Nobody was talking about the return of Lorenzo. Mo ní poster by mo fẹ́ post. Mo láti stop. The noise and everything was so much that the first thing I posted was joke Timi Lala. Who can pick a joke and you know what? I think on a lighter note, Lori Oroi, Uluma Pay, I don't want to be serious about it. But Ofi bad taste in the mouth. He a full-grown woman, also an A-list actress, also doing very, very well. Auntie Funke a castle. Like voice in a jade sita, Arami Bumasho. Who did do me on her behalf? We are kilo little. Okay, now everybody was like, only you know, we're very good at making excuses for ourselves. And that's why to reject new generation say, honestly, I just don't know how to. I don't understand. You're perfect. Am I the castle of perfection? Kilowa appropriate. Something appropriate, something is not appropriate. Perfection, none of us is. So we don't need to even speak to go to connect you can't tell her how to behave. But I think kill a lot of things to get pay what is all the morals. See one kowa, see what you okay, kilo they can't teach. Tony only the Bible says, even the Bible says, train up your children in the way they should go, so that when they grow up, they will not depart from it. So why are we training the children? Then let's just throw them out. Once they just leave them alone to do whatever. But then they can't instill anything. So they Thomas get me philosophy pay when the Kobushima reacts, when the Kobushima so we're not talking about children, we're talking about grown women and women that elites, high class, we be Funke body. And guess what? Sister Funke was talking about how nobody should say that she's not having a problem or whatever. So go and look at every interview. Second to best will be 20 videos. Because Muhit rubbish. So gibberish or try to get into the minds of people. I will not be happy if you get into my mind and start making assumptions on my behalf. I do me. So me man try make a lurieno. Mo video kono o so pe o ni igba to won kin jade yen. O ni ohun kon serious pẹ̀lú career ohun. Ohun build the Jennifer's Diary. Ohun build everything. So to ma pe ohun kon make excuse ohun ni lo. Say what he is of, what he share, what he needs, few successes. So only cadency. For a loss also, a medical gunjino. I can follow through. So that way, I'm with my drosy. Go wrong in control she, in control da, cause excuse, cause sick. And then people are saying that Toyin or call it out. Call it out, or call cinema out. Monele fo, oni ho, e fo mi o se tatano, ko se to bi elejo, ti o ba lowo si nkan ti cinema n se, ko je ko bi ninu to yen.
The videos are on the platform. They're still on social media. If you are not part of it, if you have a conspiracy, lonely, we can sabotage other people's movies. Because this girl, Cynthia, what's her name? Other people will come out now, and their fans come out to pay. I don't feel movie, Kenny, one long for one year was sold out, but they were sold out. Oh, but those sorrow. Ibi tó lẹ́nu dé yẹn kó tó wá dákẹ́ kẹta rẹ̀ bá dákẹ́ kò dárúkọ Funke, but àwọn fans wá sọ pé yes Funke ló ń bá wí igbá ìgbọ̀n wọ́n kàn steer up ni. Àwa náà ti jẹ́ victim of one rope èèyàn, one parọ́ mọ́yàn, one change narrative. You mean one thing, people will say you mean another thing. We know that it's part of the game too. Do you understand? So kò dárúkọ Funke directly. Tí Funke bá bínú tó yẹn tó ń snub ẹ̀ ní event tí ò ń ṣe event tiẹ̀ nínú event nínú movie premiere tó mọ̀ pé you are a cast. You played a role in there and you're ready to ruin that event, ruin people's moods. Honestly, I have no liver. I have no excuse and I have no tolerance for such attitude. She's an elite. She should know better. Tí o bá kí kò kí nìyẹn bọ̀ ó kí ẹ ó pe orúkọ ẹ dá lóhùn ibi tẹ̀sí rí àbòsí I don't know. Toyin ò lè wọnú room yẹn kó má lọ sórí tó tẹ tébù Iyabo kò possible. Ẹni tí ó bá mọ̀ pé òun ò fẹ́ kán fi ẹ̀rẹ̀ yí òun kò yẹ kó jókòó sí ẹgbẹ́ ẹni tó ń ṣe nǹkan because you see everybody will come to her. They will come to her and you and Mercy chose to sit beside her. So people will come there. So avoid it. Funke dínú, òun kò fúnra ẹ̀ sọ, ó dínú, ẹ má chill Mercy, ẹ má fún excuse. And gbogbo period of kini, and ẹ má gbàgbé pé òun náà go through trauma. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn marry and divorce, àwọn disappointed yìí, ó máa leave lasting scar sí ara obìnrin. Ẹ kò lè máa wò pé èèyàn do well, èèyàn lówó lọ́wọ́, èèyàn wà comfortable, doesn't mean you don't have mental issues. In fact, olówó gan ló ní mental issues jù. Go and check the statistics because there's so much they're dealing with. Because they're wealthy, they're comfortable, they cannot speak to anybody, they cannot let people see their pains, so it gives them that psychological problem. So if you ask me, yes, I think Funke have social issues, and from all the young folks that have passed through our domain, the complaints don't need the way she treats them. Yes, you can be harsh, you can be strict, you can make sure that people are not toying with your business and still be a nice person. There's a lot of people that are wealthier and doing better, way better than her, and they're very nice people. People can still say good stuff about you. So, and don't forget that we have social media system that celebrities can pay young folks to come out and write narratives. So don't believe everything you read. I don't believe everything. I like to listen to people from the horse's mouth. So that's where I draw my conclusions because I know how they can manipulate comment sections. So I don't fall for that. And that's why when I'm on any issue, I stand firm on it. Now, on Iyabo coming out, it was the wrong timing. She doesn't have to be in a hurry to come out. And that thing has gotten her into so much trouble in the past. I'm not going to start pinpointing. However, coming out to explain all the time never worked. Because she will always have a paragraph or a statement that people will now hold on to and they will now be hounding her over. She doesn't need it. In fact, it's a perfect excuse for her to keep mute and just focus on the promotion of Arenzo. People will say that, I feel it now. It's a manipulation. It's a perfect excuse to be mute. Because that write-up shows where she stood. People might think that it's an explanation. She wants people to see. See what? Through Toyin, who has been over Sabi, who has been over Sabi in everything you've been doing since, the series of occasions for your daughter, from engagement to introduction to everything, to the D-Day, to bridal shower, it was a lot of events. And she was back to back. And then people are saying that, yes, she made herself available. Let me tell you, we need pepperfruit friends. We need the subtle friends. You see, all those actually makes the world a better place. Gbogbo èèyàn kan ló máa baby tèmi, gbogbo èèyàn kan ló máa quiet bíi ti lágbájá, gbogbo èèyàn kan ló máa ṣe kíní bíi báyìí. So that mix, ó jẹ́ kí èmi fi pé gbogbo mix yẹn jẹ́ kí event yẹn kó dùn kó lárinrin. Ó yẹ kó dùn kó lárinrin. Pẹ́pẹ́ fúru Tóyìn. Family mi kéde kan. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ rí pé Ọlọ́run rí inú ẹ̀ bó ṣe pẹ́pẹ́ fúru yẹn. Ó dẹ̀ fún ní instant gift. Ẹgbẹ́ dàda àwúyalẹ̀ yagi oko ni. Ó fún ní perfect gift ẹ pé mo máa kíní yẹn máa ṣe mí tí máa ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa síyàn tí máa give without caring what anybody says. Mo máa rí instant gift yẹn látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. So I don't do anything for that person to repay me. Don't repay me because trust me, I'm getting my reward instantly. Over 7 years spring of me over 1 billion. Tí o bá fi ọkùn tó dá ṣe honestly, ẹni tó bá ní faith, tó bá wà spiritual lórí platform yìí, kò ní wà successful. Tó bá jẹ́ àbúrò sí ló fi ṣe pẹ́pẹ́ fún pẹ̀lú Iyabo, kò ní over 1 billion.
Mi ò ní lọ anywhere.
Kò ní lọ anywhere. Ibi táwa inú spirituality ló bí àwa sí. Kérúbù aládùúrà lèmi, ọmọ aládùúrà lèmi.
Láti tún bá bàtà bí àǹtí, láti inú wedding yẹn ló ti ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Ní ìtọ́jú lórúkọ yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Láti inú wedding yẹn.
Ṣé ní instant ni Ọlọ́run fún ní gift pé ó dúró ti ọmọ obìnrin bíi sísè báyìí. Gba gift yẹn, ó gbà straight. So, ṣé ní tá bá ń ṣe everything, a lot of people are very their face value on things, but me, I'm very spiritual. When I'm fighting on social media, I fight in spirit. Somebody get a nudge, stop. I will stop. Even when people are coming to me, it's done. People will send me information. I am done. So, tomorrow múra kankan sí nǹkan honestly nǹkan wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo máa múra yẹn ni mi ìwà ní gbọ́ àwa dàbí ajá bí ẹni tí ò gbọ́ fèrè. So and these people are also spiritual, trust me. Oh, lè wà nù ṣe ayé kò má máa dira. So nípa àbòsí èmi ò rí. Mo kò believe pé ó kàn jẹ́ nìkan tó ẹ̀. I posted something yesterday. I don't know how many people saw it. One of my girls here in Canada saw Toyin Abraham ní Winnipeg. A lot of people tó bá wá sí Canada wọ́n lè má rí mi because àdúgbò tí mo wà òun ṣe main kì í ṣe Toronto. So many people máa ń wá tẹ́ pé ríra wọn ní ìgbà tí Madam Saga kò sọ̀rọ̀ lórí aago ni. So now Kezi rí Toyin Abraham ní Winnipeg airport. Only in fact, because ọmọ South ni òun gbé àwọn mojú yìí òun mojú yìí bòlò tí mojú yìí kò tó yìí ti ra kàkà pé ó ti kí ó ti jẹ ó ti mọ ẹni tẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ òun náà máa kí normally most celebrities wọ́n máa rush ẹni no òun ti only mama you need to see how she fill up the whole space. She was like she occupied and took dominion. She was so friendly with me, not until I got on the plane. I now remember I said, that's Toyin. She couldn't, Toyin ti yomo, o ti warm pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Only mama, I wish I'm that friendly. I'm not friendly like that. This is somebody take me a fan. O ti wò pé fan ni ló máa jẹ́. But then he won't see. So o ti comment, mo láti post ẹ̀ ni pé nǹkan tí mi bá mú pa èèyàn mo máa ń sọ. But inú mi ò dùn. Bí Iyabo ṣe jáde at this point because event ẹni kìíní ẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Funke ni máa realize because Funke dájú gan. Ó ti gbé gbó, but ṣé rí ẹni tó bá dájú náà, there's this soft space nínú heart wọn tí èyí lè máa rí tó lè hit ẹ̀ ní private time ẹ̀ moment ẹ̀ tó lè sunkún gan lé lórí. Ẹ má judge by pé you come out. Our strong, strong personalities, we break down so quietly. but we just pick up again. Only make sure I treat people fairly. Because to my jali lori, my right to me because timba binu one binu ton. You know, so Funke Thomas I pay only issues. It is true. Oh, I know you for a long time. Monoti Gati, Yawu, that white lady, Yawu, Ebilu, to jáde síta, to bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń drag pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ and all that. Gbogbo orúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kò wà palatable. There was a time nígbà COVID tí wọ́n fi Funke sí house arrest àbí the community service. Ó wà ń bẹ̀. Ìgbà tó lọ tún ṣe deputy this guy. Ó wà like tí ó kò wà successful. Àwọn industry does there's so much tí people at the top don't go through. To only was society, thought the mama prove strong, you know. So everybody needs prayer. I really want yes, muso truth to me, Instagram, with the tag here, you go read, it is wrong. If you back things, say to me. I thought she was bigger than that. Kiki or you confuse. And when you don't say, I would do the same thing. No, all wrong. And that's how I see it. I hope that I didn't try to be to go into anybody, speak for anybody or whatever. That's how I see it. Because that's how I don't even know what else to say, but that's just how I see it. But then when you can get into our workers and all that, because our workers not in the law, which is so tough not to share, but multi few people don't sort of Funke wrong treatments. Me they judge with it. It will be already be machine so that me me judge. In fact, we discard money. But we pray because we're all work in progress. None of us is perfect. Tabari anywa to le máa jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn kan kórìíra wa Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ ká wù ú èèyàn kì í rìn ó ní máa ń mì Ọlọ́run nìkan ló máa ń ràn ẹ̀dá lọ́wọ́. May God give us that wisdom, the knowledge and the understanding to navigate life, to deal with fame and to deal with, all these popularities and all that. And that's my submission. God bless you all. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Lori Production. Thank you very much, sis. Thank you. Arike Dimba.
Yes, you're correct.
You're right.
Good evening, everybody. This is my submission, right? And it's my opinion. Let's
what I pay at the 30 lawsuit. Because I didn't get my clap. Even though I'm here, I'm in and out of sleep. I'm going.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So as I was saying,
thank you, Larry.
As I was saying, there was a video that circulated where people say that, Toyin, they are train sheets, they're not train sheets, and Toyin is not calling Funke's name, she did not call her name directly. I don't know if you all remember, there was a video when Toyin was in the cinema, and she said, Femi Dubaje.
This Ekaso Emma Bedema de Tintaro Benito Soro, Mua Balayon Mini Jam Mute.
Sorry to interrupt you. Please go ahead.
Okay. She was saying, Femi Duba, at that time, 4 people had a movie in the cinema, which was Niyi, Iyabo, she and Funke. At that time, they had complained prior to that time to say, people are not watching this movie in the cinema, there's no people are complaining, yada, 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 of which we all know that some people don't even know the title of this movie. Some people do not know if you had a movie in the cinema. There was no marketing, there was no promotions for your movie. A lot of people were out to watch, behind the scenes and Wasabianti. Iyabo took him out to say, they are this, that, they were all targeting cinema. And then Toyin came to say, I won't call on so àwọn tó ń sọ pé kò dárúkọ Funke, fine kò dárúkọ Funke, but where is it? What is she referring to? Who is she referring to rather? Is she referring to who exactly? Is she referring to Niyi that is complaining of low sales, or is she referring to Iyabo? Let's call it a spade. She might not call names, but we know who she was referring to. And before that, we didn't even know that, okay, maybe the only issue, because before that, we are seeing Funke and Toyin at a premiere on Ginger. And we felt, oh, everything was good among them. We didn't know. Not until when, premiere day, and she came to a party, and I'm sure she's not going to tell anybody, but if anybody Funke, there's already hits in between them, because they will have passed message across this what don't buy out and go to buy it was any but no, fine. I'm not saying you should not greet people, but when you enter a room, you read the room. I'm not going to enter a room when I feel or I hear somebody not cool with me, and I'll say what I say, a gas or man, a gas. All I read once, I move on. I'm not even wait. I will on business with one care based on but you have to greet them, you have to say hi to them. I can't. You move on, but at that point, they're also see me. When we got to shame, they're also see me. But you can't on back and Funke in Moki. She did not fail now, but she heard you. Are you trying to throw out the boss or what? Not until after the party, Iyabo came out to give a truth to say, oh, this and this was what happened. We are trying to set the fight behind. I've cried, I knelt down, I begged both of them. And on the condition, nobody must throw salt to each other online. If you have any issues, come behind and settle the issue. And now you went on that year after our color song. So who do you think she would think Umbabi? If not her, you can't tell me that Umbali or Umba Iyabo, you are definitely referring to her. People that keep saying Kudarukwe. She didn't call her name, but she's referring to her. When you know that you cannot follow the condition based on, let's not forget that they are not even friends, they're just their colleagues. They might be competitors, but they are not friends. You cannot see, I don't think it's the right time you see her on Funke Snapchat to say, oh, they are friends, or one she, they're not friends. Iyabo rightly said, she and Funke, I've been starting with Funke for the longest. When she dragged Funke online without knowing what happened, she dragged her she click up. Nobody was praising Iyabo and say, oh yeah, she did the right thing. I was supposed to click up. Now that she came to see her truth, you can also saying, no, we have some some people they don't know how to keep things to their mind. Let me say, most comes from let's go come in there. Someone like that. Some people know how to hide it. Okay. But that was sorrow. Was it after the Arisa to cinema sorrow? Some people say master. Some people don't know how to hide it. Some people don't know how to talk about it sorrow anymore, talk about it. You can see it in Iyabo that talk about it, but you see anything that they want that's what before as black money, that's what so they don't know how to hide their emotions. They will say it the way they see it, and that's let it go that way. We keep saying, okay, not forget that these people are human beings to blood do not anymore. They don't know how to hide. So okay, let's assume that okay, fine, maybe they are of standard of Akindele. You're in trouble, I know that's real, and to let me sort of don't buy it here, and party. We don't know what happened behind. Be sorry, then you go to what give me for what you have to for it here. We've not seen it online. We saw it online now. Now, Funke she just came by, she didn't see anything. People are saying, Papa, how did she spoil the party? Okay, me, you die alone. How was not how to pay me no party? How was it? If not because of bloggers that see how everybody now fast what I pay. What you like? 5 days, everything they can share with. Our fans everything they do is pay. Okay, party, you die alone. How was it done to come about the pregnant? How was that just okay? You die? How was it done to come about party or budget? People keep saying, oh, Iyabo Funke, she doesn't know how to accommodate people. This lady, this one, and her protege, Jamie, we never really had clash in between. But when Jamie came, after some years, okay, I've offended my auntie, about me there, about me shaking the call. We don't know. After many years, we don't know what happened. We really don't know what happened. Not until nobody comes and says, we don't know anything that happened. But you guys remember what happened to me, for a hair. okay, only yet I don't drag this day I get sugar. Go promote Funke. She for my Germany. She for the after many years. Since when it was now known, yet in law. If everybody wants to all the parts in the shake here because you might call them about business more. Because Funke Toyin. So because anybody talking about emergency, can't become sure about or what? What do people want? Yeah, Priscilla came out to support her mother. It's not at this point. Like we said that thing. We are also Priscilla, you should not say it. Nobody is standing for our mother. Who is standing for our mother if not the child? Who? What do people keep that one say? But what do people want? What? Funke looks like an extremist to me. She loves hard, she dislikes hard. She's so business. You look at her, she's very disciplined. And it's true. She said that about not shaking it. She rubbish. So I don't understand what people want. And it should be wondered if the fans that are really fueling this thing, the fans, I don't because if you look at it, we never knew that Toyin called Iyabo for Vasabi and Iyabo declined. Not that the fans came out to say, but she called. How did they know? If not that one person is telling their fans, one person is called their fans to friends, to know how would the fans have that kind of information? If not that, that's my own submission.
All right, sorry, I want to ask you something. You talk about Toyin. I saw the video as well. Toyin is a power of color, so but don't much if Funke no very good. They're in the film industry, Lumbawi.
Putting movies in cinema. I want to say,
No. Please hold on. It doesn't mean Pento with him. Don't show like you are saying that when your assumption, that's what you two just did. Everybody talking about
an assumption. 4 people movies are in the cinema. Me, you, anybody, 2 people in the box here and in the cinema. 2 people are complaining of low sales. And I'm telling you, say that I'm going to see movie. Don't complain also develop so then let's put 1 plus 1 now. I don't need to
put 1 plus 1. I'm putting 1 plus 1. Yeah, put an assumption as well. We are not there. We don't know who she's talking to. So you can see like you're making things go gaga. Because I don't know everybody in the film industry because we don't know. All those things, we're not there. We're not in their head. We were just talking as just let us know how to behave when people are looking up to you.
AY also complained 2004 or 25. Or not complain. Only I look ever release film when Funke the market again. No, that movie here, she calls superstars. Sibe, I want to let go. I want elite. I want posh. Look, Sibe, Komata. Komakincho unikon. Komakincho unikon. Iyabo gone. Níbi táwọn ti ṣe OG de tó ti pẹ́ tó Iyabo máa sunkún ni ó pé òun náà wá complain. Kò ṣe òun nìkan. A lot of finances, resources has been invested in single project.
Àti Arike, ẹ jẹ́ sáré help yín láàrin, ẹ jẹ́ sáré support Arike ìṣọ́mẹ̀. Torí mo gbọ́ analysis kan nípa ọ̀rọ̀ film house, ẹ jẹ́ n ṣàlàyé nǹkan fún yín. Film house ò kì í ṣe ẹyọ kan, kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kì í ṣe mẹ́ta. Ẹ máa gbọ́. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé fíìmù are you coordinating? Kì í ṣe mẹ́ta.
Yes.
Okay. Can I go on? Yeah, go on. Okay, mo fẹ́ sáré fún yín analysis film house yẹn ni. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé film house ò kì í ṣe ẹyọ kan, kì í ṣe méjì, kì í ṣe mẹ́ta, kì í ṣe mẹ́rin, right? The way the lady analysed it on the platform tí mo gbọ́ ni pé tó bá gbé film lọ sí film house, right? Wọ́n ní pé capacity kan náà resources kan náà ló máa lò láti power each room and all that whatever, but àwọn sinimá fúnra ara wọn ló ń sabotage àwọn kìíní because tí Funke bá gbé fíìmù wá, tí Toyin gbé fíìmù wá, tí èèyàn 3,000 ta ti Funke tó ń ra ti Funke, téèyàn 300 àbí èèyàn 30 ra ti Toyin, wọn fẹ́ lo resources yẹn, wọ́n fẹ́ kó èrò ibi tèrò ti pọ̀ làwọn ti ń tà pé àwọn filmers ló ń ṣe kinní yẹn. Woman yẹn tí wọ́n ní pé another thing ni pé ìgbà tó bá gbé fíìmù lọ tó lọ kí wọn round bóyá ó ti fún wọn tì pé ẹ̀yin náà ẹ jẹun sápò ẹ̀ ṣe kinní kan pé it's not as if pé àwọn tó ń gbé fíìmù lọ náà sabotage, they are not there, they are not even monitoring it, they don't even know how ìkòkàn wọn títí wọn ni kàn gbé fíìmù lọ. But I want to one there. Our supporters la máa ń pariwo síta. Yes, Toyin ní right láti pariwo síta. Torí mi náà rí kíní yẹn online nígbà tó sọ wípé wọ́n tó wá ti fẹ́ ra ticket wọ́n á ní ticket ti tán. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ sọ pé Funke ló ń lọ bẹ̀ tó sọ pé kàn sọ pé ticket ti tán ni. Àwọn film houses no operate for their own gain. So ẹ má jẹ́ ká lò yẹn against anybody. Film houses ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn kí n ṣe.
But why are we saying, so it might not be like he's directing the thing to Funke. I want you to online. Also, I am not
fans. Fans. I want to define people.
Yeah, I want every fans. You want come on?
No, come on, low one. Come on, the move. I don't get fans. Because I'm going to call around.
What's up, love? Nice to see you.
Okay, so she will clarify here for you.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks for sharing that part, because some of us who need understanding of how things works. When it comes to the cinema in Nigeria, because it be by it, to buy one movie, the cinema would be open. Actually, there is a viewing room for that. So, one you will pay in your coin, your major, so, and that's very possible in Nigeria. Got there something here. I've tried not to say anything about this matter because I see very strong women here. There are 4 of them, Meta. Because on that day, I think Mercy's reaction is slightly questionable as well. Not in a negative way, but I'm gonna look very uncomfortable. I don't know why. It could be down to so many things. And a whole lot of us, environment at that moment, whatever they're going through, they carry it on their face. So it could be that on our own part. Because Moripe, when Toyin approached that table, yes, Funke low snob 100%. But báwọn yòókù gan ṣe kí aside Iyabo, because Iyabo ló dà ń pé òun pout òun try láti kiss ẹ pé people like Constance sọ pé just concentrate on me. That was what I was getting, the vibe I was getting from Iyabo, like in a positive way actually, not that she's trying to get attention, but I think she probably understood, the vibe there. So Tim will just concentrate on me. So she was trying to, but Toyin wanted to greet everyone, and I still don't see anything wrong with that because I would also do the same thing. Them as friends. You understand? And there are certain things that will be expected of you to consider the friendship first. But in the business world, you don't do that. I need to know what's very big for our age. Tabati ring school by Tabati fake by Funke she understand. And to me now I see that differently. I don't
don't just see it as a snob. I see it as more or less like a facade. Nígbà mi fellow mi tó bá wà shy. Ẹlòmíì tí ò mọ̀ bó ṣe máa respond. She understand tó máa kọ́. Ẹlòmíì tí ò like kò like báwo mo ṣe lè put it, kò like attention. Show you ẹ lè sọ pé she's an artist, so attention comes with her. Yes, it does, but that doesn't mean that they enjoy it. So ngba mi ẹlòmíì á gbé mi sókè. So now ní ọjọ́ event yẹn gangan, mo rí wípé ó dé àkọ́kọ́ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Ṣóyè yín tí Tóyìn dẹ̀ fẹ́ wá kí tó wá wò pé má kí mi o. Má kí mi yẹn, mo tún wo body language yẹn, má kí mi yẹn, mo wò pé tó bá yẹ pé Tóyìn hug her from the back. I'm not saying that Tóyìn should have done that. I'm just saying pé tó bá jẹ́ wípé Tóyìn did that, there is a possibility pé ṣóyè yín gbogbo ó kàn lè ra tán síbẹ̀, she would just melt there. To me, it was just a facade pé wo èmi àti àsọ̀rọ̀, and I don't even know how to handle this. Ló ṣe ra gbé ojú ẹ̀ sí ẹgbẹ́ kan. Kí ni Iyabo bá ṣe ń bẹ̀? Kò sí nǹkan tí Iyabo lè ṣe. It's Iyabo's event. She understand. And if I were to be Funke, I'll put her makora with Toyin or Mako Shemo. Just quickly, just say, oh, hello or something, and then just look away. Only Shebe, as professionals, only Shebe. But in Koto Sheloshe, so I don't want to judge any one of them. I see them as human beings. They've all reacted in a way that any one of us here, would also react. But my word wants to go out to Toyin because, like I previously said, I see the four of them as very hardworking women. They've really worked hard to attain whatever position they are now. They didn't just come from nowhere. But they have really worked hard. And we can't take that away from them. Mo dẹ̀ rí wípé Toyin follow footstep Funke. Ẹ lè disagree pẹ̀lú mi o. And there is nothing wrong with that. Àwọn tó bá wọn wájú èèyàn náà lèèyàn máa ń wò. Ṣóyè yín, and it's good. Tí ń gbà mí tí ò bá sí competition, oníkálukú ò ní súnkù, wọn ò ní sún ṣòkòtò wọn sókè. When we talk about the billion bucks milestone, Funke started it. And it didn't just happen by her sitting back. No. It happened through good production, marketing. And marketing, even tí mo wo podcast kan, tí kan náà àwọn actors sọ pé àwọn gbé fún ìgbà táyì èèyàn tó suggest káwọn follow the same trend pẹ̀lú Funke, that it's not easy. Kéèyàn kan máa jó. She started that. So, and from there, and other people know, they also, their own cinema also started reaching the billion mark as well. Let's give that to her. And for Toyin, please, each time, Elimaj, Toba Joko, know that Funke is one person you should always, look up to. Following her trend. She understand because what's her name? Toyin's production is good, it's fantastic as well. And I don't want to water down our effort, but if you ask me to pick, I would always pick Funke's storyline. But Toyin's storyline, at times, you just might not understand it. The cinematography might be great, the marketing might be good. She understand, but at the same time, it's still not the same. There is so much room for her to improve. And I think Toyin has been trending so well on the sympathy, how can I put it, trend. So whenever she plays that sympathy card, and we would just, they fall for it and they love her for it. And that's good. Okay. It's business. Whatever works for you, please do it. But don't sit back and see Funke as someone you have to compete with in an unhealthy manner. No, don't do that. Don't. And if I were her, you see, that sympathy card was what played out. I don't want to say she played it. That was what played out at that event. And if I were her, she should have sat back, not do anything. Instead of putting up that update, she did put up an update. She deleted it, but before Goto deleted, and when you see screen record or screenshot it, and they started sharing it, and also a comments under the blogs, and all of that. I don't think that was necessary. And I feel that if she had left things the way it happened at that event, it would have played out well for her. And it would be a bonus, additional fans for herself. You understand? So I don't want her to see Funke as, in quotes, Auntie Tonkwe. No? She's never going to be your auntie. She's never going to be your friend. You both are competitors. And always learn until you two get to that, you've broken that ceiling as well, but there's still room for you to improve. So please, that's my own advice for Funke. Then Iyabo, we all know Iyabo. Iyabo doesn't hide her feelings. Could she have worded she put on her status in another way? Yes, she could, but that is Iyabo. And we can't change that, And when I read that, I think I had a better understanding of what could have happened, which I don't want to share in the public, because I see that there are certain people that just want to run with all sorts of narrative, and putting too much energy. That energy is not needed at all. These are successful women, for goodness sake. We should sit back and learn one or two things from them. You understand? There are things to learn there. If you're a business-minded person, there are lessons to learn there, and not just sit down and criticize each and every one of them, because they are never going to be perfect. Just they're human first before whatever they don't choose. So we should try and please sometimes excuse them, and also learn as well. She understand. So it's just to Toyin. Because she works really hard. She works really hard, and I hope that they can all progress well. And for the Arinzo Tom view Lenny, I hope that also gets the right the right feedback, and the amount that what's her name, Iyabo, has on her target as well. I hope that she's able to make that. So thank you.
Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. Victor Ebony, what about the Latin? Mommy,
àwọn ọjà ìpè wọn wà ẹ̀mí ò fọ́ fún gbogbo yẹn.
Someone asked a question. Someone asked a question. Where is sympathy card in coming? Emma Victor, excuse me. Only where is sympathy card coming from? I guess that's the question. Yeah, the sympathy card there. Larger events here. She was being overlooked. She understand. And what I'm saying is that immediately that happened, yes, you could see Toba, if for anyone that was present online at that time, a whole lot of people were on Toyin's side. And that was what
even me.
Yeah, exactly.
Even me. We said that today, and the way people, and I think after Iyabo, oh my God, this is 2:52 a.m. I think I slept like for 1 hour, 30 minutes or 2 hours, and I've just woken up again. So I also think that, we mentioned this at the start of the show, to those of you who were here, that when I and Victor were reflecting on this whole matter, and I, went around and I saw how people were abusing Toyin because of Iyabo's update, I'm like, this is how you build sympathy for her. This is how, because now I'm here and I'm feeling like, why are you bullying Toyin? Why is she getting bullied? Because, okay, Funke feels something, Toyin did something wrong, but Toyin took the high road by still wanting to say hello, and Funke chose to ignore. Do I fault Funke? No. Do I think Funke should have at least nodded her head at Kale and Koboju? Yeah. But yeah, Funke chose not to do that, and that again is okay. But where are you dragging Toyin? Because they are updates, and if you ask me, updates will, I saw people say, Shoto, all of you that you are saying Funke is bad, Shoto, Toyin is a labosi, Toyin is a pretender, Toyin is an evil person. she would throw a stone at her and hide her hands. Toyin is this. Toyin is a witch. She's a car. And I'm like, what's going on? So by doing that, automatically, some of us would jump into that protective mode where, oh no, don't abuse her. What's the big deal? Okay, now, okay. So what's Tobaki? So what's Ikiniko? It's not on her if somebody chooses to respond. So that's how you build sympathy for her. And the truth is, the majority of the people who initially, at that initial time, were talking about this, they were all on Toyin's side. So there was a sympathy vote, there was a sympathy allegiance towards her, at that time. So yes, I do agree with the fact that, and at the moment, currently now, there's still that sympathy allegiance, because some people still now feel like Iyabo threw her under the bus. Why did Iyabo do that? It's not fair on Toyin. And now Toyin has been supporting Iyabo. Iyabo now has done this just to be on the good side of Funke. So you can't say there was no sympathy card. There was. Not saying that Toyin intentionally is doing that to get that, but this is the response from the public. I'll be reaction, Denny. Sister Abefe, so are you going to say that Toyin got a lot of support more than Funke? Are you going to say that? Because I feel Funke got a lot of support more than Toyin, because social media as a meeting do me last Sunday. So I can tell you that Funke got a lot of support more than Toyin.
Okay, so there have been a dynamic shift from the moment this story started. At the heat of the incident, any logical person will support, for a larger extent, because people are sick, will support Toyin. Even though there's been narrative of saying you don't know what Toyin has done, but it's still common sense. Toyin greeted her, she snubbed. A lot of people feel like Funke should have done better. Especially because you are Funke Akindele. Except for the fact that, so me, I make argument with people, but you cannot tell me it's Abusi. And if you say it's Abusi, it's allowed. We are beefing, but I'm still mature enough to greet you. You are dumb enough to be in the face of camera and have attitude. You were foolish. But so, naturally, people will say, no, Funke did not do enough. And I mean, like I said, I argued it, you are not in a man, you cannot say, what if it's not Abusi? What if she genuinely created that? See, Alima beef in the don't care. Is maturity. I'm being a bigger person. You choose to go low. Now, the whole public, or let me say the larger audience, will have fought Funke for Toyin, except for the fact that before we say Jack Robinson, Toyin went to put an update. Agbaya, if I ever greet you and again, call me bastard, and warfare learning industry and all of those things. That was when I said, you will have allowed the audience to do the fighting for you. This sympathy thing, also proving the audience, it will have worked again. Now, again, me that has been arguing, when I saw the update, I said, okay, yes, it's Abusi. Because that update shows a fee for you to just say warfare land industry. Is there a conspiracy that we are not aware of against Funke Akindele? So at that moment, with that update, the dynamic shifts from Toyin to Funke, because at the end of the day, you want to fault Funke for not responding. Why you will now justify somebody who make those heinous statements? Till now, Funke no say a word. Or also, but you have shown a battle.
Oh, she actually did. She responded.
With what?
While you are talking, let me go and look for that. I think I saw. I'm trying to. When I remember, I'll come back.
Is that the one she liked on a blogger's page? Or
no, not just like.
Okay.
She said, I don't want to say something.
Even she did something that's very funny. Yeah. One of Toyin's posts, she even go there and like it.
Exactly, that's the one.
No, the statement was, okay.
Which was creepy, but I love it.
No, Funke hasn't said anything on the matter.
She hasn't responded. So at the end of the day, now, so, Miss Sharon, look at the dynamics. So first, Funke was wrong for not responding. And then Toyin made an update. Okay, yeah, Toyin, you are bullshitting now. because now you respond and you throw this in your statement. So that's how the thing was shifting. So at the end of the day, if you say this person no talk, at least go sorrow. He wants his sorrow now, because whether you like it or not, she deleted it. Does that take the word back? No. So that was where Toyin started being wrong. And then bam, the next day, the host of the event put an update. And no matter how you see that update one is very unnecessary. See, let me play it to you. Do you know tell me what it will take Iyabo to say, beside the event that happened yesterday, there have been a feud without explaining. There's been a feud between both parties, which I have get involved a couple of times, and I guess that the feud has still continued, which bettered the reactions that we saw at the event. I appeal to both parties to please embrace peace, and please let's focus on the return of Akindele that is coming out on the 3rd of April. Focus on what is important to her. What will it cost Iyabo?
As a matter of fact, you know what? Iyabo should have even, she should have a PA, honestly. Somebody that... Who was stressed from that event already? She's stressed.
Yeah, so first instinct is never the right instinct. So for her, she could have just, if she had to say anything on the matter at all, she could have just come and stand and just redirect to the movie, which is supposed to be what is important to her, not anybody's beef. And just appeal to authority without going to specifics. So the update that she put out, unfortunately, there is no how you want to slice it. It's not in good light on the side of Toyin Brown. So again, Mr. Rosen the dynamic shift again from Toyin being wrong to now, this is not good on Toyin's side. So the gate went again from Toyin now to Iyabo. It is Toyin's person too to be a lawyer. How is it a problem? She is one person that even if we are giving, I will stick to. Flip the scripts. In that event, knowing that let's go by Auntie Iyabo's position or updates, pay feud don't do.
Guys, please power tap on the screen.
Let's go by that narrative. Me, Toyin, knowing fully well that feud day, I walk into the place, I see person will be used where I don't get feuded, sitting with somebody that we have it's just bad blood. But I now look up, I see that there's camera light action. Whether you like it or not in that scenario, somebody will take it forward. Toyin was smart enough to say no, in the face of camera, I will not take the fall. I'll throw it to you. She has a choice to either take it or bounce it back. She worked there against our beef. It is foolishness on Funke's side to allow you to so you want to call it abusive? You want to call it abusive? I call it wisdom.
You got the analysis exactly.
You want to call that abusive? I call it wisdom. And if you call it abusive is allowed. Against our beef, she threw under the bus where she's foolish to go under the bus. Because to die while we're here, you could have just said, whenever we need about the goal, what can be happening? Talking to my mention, we go to my team in Kamo. Because she was smart enough. Because whether you like it or not, in that table, somebody will take it for. Because it's the because let's flip the case. Guess who everybody will bash? She threw that thing off, and you were dumb enough to be being in your feelings. But I don't judge you. So, but whatever this okay, she doesn't take nonsense. Character, Iyabo, no only. Character, no only. She has to go to everybody and see. It's not a problem. And so, so what is good for the good is for the ganja. You cannot justify somebody's behavior and then want to condemn. It is a personality thing. You have different personality, and one personality should not override each other. The way is an unfortunate incident, but this is where I want to call attention to. There is a concern that I have. Let's go back to Iyabo Ojo's updates. Ladies and gentlemen, so Iyabo Ojo is aware that there is a feud between Toyin and Funke. But let's leave that. So Iyabo actually have a feud with Toyin. Going by a narrative, you invited her for a shoot.
That's how we
You invited her for a shoot on this Arinzo. She did not show up 9 minutes. And because from your story, there is no reason to bring it up at all. You chose to bring it up. We did not know that part of this narrative before. You chose to bring it up. Don't forget, Alabosi Antonio. I want to ask you, who is the Alabosi now? But she has been promoting this Arinzo for you. Meanwhile, you have this grief with her. In that event, she came, greet you, kiss you left, right, and center. You smiled all loud. Then you put this thing out there. So, if you have this problem with her, jokes, why are you kissing and greeting her and she's been promoting her? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you, who is the Alabosi here?
Everybody.
No. Iyabo just Alabosi.
No. You with you. Actually, she is.
No, excuse me. You are this much to say. Excuse me.
The businesswoman.
Excuse me.
Businesswoman.
So you have this much to say.
Yes.
All alone.
Yes.
But you guys have been promoting this movie to the because, like I said,
yeah, that is
no reason to bring that thing up.
But she could.
There is no reason to bring it up.
That narrative would have been.
That is a thing for you. Don't be any. Because in the conversation, there is no reason. It has no role, no place in what happened. No, I don't kill me. Nobody, everybody, even the pity. In fact, after the first reaction of Funke should have responded, the next thing that immediately fuck up, respect Iyabo do, everybody has been saying that they did not deal well for Iyabo do.
Yes.
Coming without the message and then bringing that story that none of us know before. In the heat of that moment, it shows that you are the bad guy we have. But you have been all good with us since, all cool, kissing and smiling and all this. Who is the Alabosi? If you want to call Toyin Alabosi, who is the Alabosi here? I'm sorry, man. I don't understand it.
Victor, you don't expect her to. You don't expect her to mess up our own event. You don't.
No, I expect her not to invite her.
Hold on.
Don't invite her in the first place. If you are angry that she movie, she shooting, don't invite her. You are the Alabosi here. That's what I'm saying.
She didn't say, Victor. So when she came out to make that statement, yes, it's due to the reaction on social media. She understand?
Well,
there was a lot of. I'm not saying 100%. No, I'm sorry. It's due to the reaction. Victor, you're right. Maybe yes. But I don't see her as Alabosi. And if she's angry, yes, I've even on that.
I'm not saying that. I'm not calling her Alabosi.
Yes.
Who is the big Alabosi here?
No. I don't. Emi feel because if Iyabo was upset with Toyin, she shouldn't have invited her. Okay, what about Biola? Excuse me. What about Biola that Iyabo was upset with? Did she invite Biola? Biola was there. She was at the event. So Kilawan saw Toyin. So Iyabo ma bínú sí Toyin to the extent pé kò ní invite a event.
Then don't bring it up when you want to talk about this matter. Don't bring it up.
Let me tell you why she might brought it up again. I would have felt bad with Toyin, yes, or close to me that you Funke lo. Fine, nǹkan tí Funke ṣe kò dáa. She understand.
Funke is now closer.
No. But Toyin was there before her. And based on what has happened before the production and after the production, towards something, and according to what Victor is saying now, invited. She understand. But Mutu invited. Tori po jaburo mi tite mi ni emi o le binu si e to that extent. Nǹkan kan wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní event mi. So event o wa kọ́kọ́ lọ sórí social media. Ma binu si e man. I'll be upset with you. So tí ma jáde láti sọ̀rọ̀.
And you want to know that it's in our right to binu. It's in our right to binu, but do you think if you want to go by àbúrò mi ní àbúrò mi ní ẹ̀, do you think?
No. National TV. Social media. There was nothing she faulted Iyabo. She just said, Iyabo. That means she has so much she faulted
She did not fall. She never. But you excuse me, social media. The focus now. But do we all realize that the focus now is no longer on that movie Arinzo? It's now about what happened at the events. So she has to be angry. Any sorrow. Let us say something. That is the reason why Iyabo should have come out and redirected the attention to the movie, not taking a side. Just redirect. Just redirect. Victor, I want to go back to your initial assessment, right? I want to tell you that what happened between Toyin and Funke when you said Toyin played smarter because there was camera and throw under the bus. That's throw under the bus. Analysis you did.
Yes.
Okay, so why are we now angry when the player played the player? Because over Fimi Basta, with the software you die alone.
So it's a 1-1 game. It's a 1-1. Everybody now
a player got played on Japan Johnson because he was there's a contest camera like Victor analyzed. And so the first play away with the other way so why I want Shanu and don't alone and to Philip Basta I want Shanu a player play the player and got one leg and I don't care Shanu
Now, the thing now happen, you will take it for
yes.
Both of them would not deal with public opinion. So you understand?
Yes.
Like I said, it would have been on the subject of I would have been you hear me when I said if it's going to what mess of taking every change. So now, when they say I can get no price, See, you will have not to work with Funke. Toyin did not make any reaction. You will have known that he did not work with Funke. You will have not
reaction. You know that people work with Funke.
So at the end of the day, what now happened with the reaction is that he did not work for them. It did not work because how you will have worked for Funke is good.
Strategy. You work strategy or Yayawa. Immediately strategy.
Respond there. Ó ti dá padà pé nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe yẹn mi nìjẹ́ kó work. Ní ìfẹ́sọ̀ kámẹ́rà ló fẹ́ ṣe káyé fún mi. Tó bá dá lóhùn, tó kàn kí n pé it will have no work for her. But now, the way she did ignore the go-go if you work fún bọ̀, the tó yẹ kó work fún náà wà lórí hand. So àwọn méjì wá look stupid at the end of the day. Now, where the team can't get worse, now when the host I will have just redirect the whole way.
The write-up of the host, analysis here. The write-up of the host pointed a lot of fingers on someone, one of them, the analysis.
So the write-up of the host registered two things. One, you say to tell us emphatically that these two people are beefing. One,
yes.
If it has stopped there, it would have been good. The write-up of the host registered another fact that me and this one, we are beefing. So now it is 2 against 1. That is what the write-up of the host now change the whole dynamics of the there is more to it. I call him no come. I'm questioning the fact that if you have this much to say all along, you have this much bottled up, you should not invite her to your shit at all. Somebody arguably say, okay, even to buy me, being big sister, we should invite here. Then to buy invite here, you should expect Jama. Who can't want 3 more big ladies over the book. You should expect drama. When the drama now comes, you should not take it. I don't have a problem with that she have that person.
Sorry, the same table.
What I'm saying is, go and see events.
Event here to be now. Oh, but what event now?
But you should expect that there is a possibility that they will give you. That's what I'm saying.
She would expect authority.
Let me ask you a question. When in the history of Bollywood have you seen Toyin and Funke in one movie? When I've seen the issue of this Bollywood, have you seen Toyin and Funke in one movie?
Toyin ò sí nínú àwọn tó ṣe fíìmù torí ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe gbé ìjókòó sí.
Get the point. Okay, what's your question?
Ibo lẹ́tí rí Toyin àti Funke in one movie before. It's never done.
Wọ́n ti ṣe akínúkọ Báṣọ̀rúgà. And not only that, Ẹ̀gbọ́n Mr. Victor, listen now. Ṣàmọ̀ this is the return of Arinzo. There was an Arinzo before this return, right? That very one, Toyin was there. Funke was not there.
Funke was not there.
I will take you to where I'm going, where I'm going. So now, the producer now feel like, this producer now feel like, okay, this time, knowing fully well, based on our statements, that these people have bad blood. You now invited both of them. I am just asserting, there might be 1,001 reason why Toyin will decline that group. 1,001 reason. One, they are competitor. Two, they are beefing. If you invite me, I look at the scripts. Funke is now taking a major role. I'm doing Waka Pass. Baba will decline now. If you invite me and I realize that this person has been preempted, has been in the thing before you even tell me, I will decline now. What I'm saying in nutshell is the idea of trying to bring both of them in the movie in the first place is a bad idea. I don't know why she liked drama in the first place. Now, I'm not going to judge her for that. But you said this one decline, and you don't like the fact. And I understand what it is. You have to now write the script and all of those things. Yes, it will be concerning. What I'm saying is, in that place, Iyabo is a puppet and she don't hide her feelings. Why is she hiding her feelings with Toyin this time? Because that's what it looks like. Now, no invite them for the show. Let me give you another citation. Let me give you another instance.
Mr. Victor,
Let me give you another instance. Let me give you another instance. When Priscilla was doing the traditional marriage in Nigeria, are you aware that Akindele did not show up?
Yes. And there was a location where Toyin did not show up. Yes. When Toyin did not show up.
Okay, thank you. That tells you that in that case, she respected both parties' opinion and they show up at different times. Yes. That's what will happen in this one.
It could have been, down to the availability.
So what I'm trying to say, no, it's not availability. What I'm saying is that because Toyin was involved so much in this one, she had no my person, she has been supportive on the back end, she's busy this one. Yes. Everybody leave her. But they love Tanzania. But they shame, but don't do a shame there. And whether I like it or not, Funke was there, Toyin was in Tanzania too now. Now, what I'm saying in essence is, to a larger extent, nothing would have been a problem except for that way she do. Because to me now, I say, oh, you have so much to say. I think it is unnecessary and insensitive for her to bring up those matter in the heat of this simple matter. Because the only person that told us that they were fighting before now is you. Meanwhile, everybody don't feel to say, I want people in mess up, want to split attention for the movie. And now you get movie. Yeah. Now you get movie. It looks to me like you are interested in the fight more than the movie.
Victor. When Toyin pulled out from the film, like Iyabo wrote, yeah, Funke was the saving grace for that film called To Iyabo. You don't understand what I mean. From the writer, Iyabo said, Toyin pulled out at the late hour, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So now we saw Funke featured in the film, and Funke wasn't part of the first part of that film. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So my what I'm asking is, what if Funke was a saving grace to Iyabo to fill that role.
Maybe Funke was the replacement of Iyabo.
No, what if? No, it's not.
What if Funke is the replacement for Toyin?
No, might not even be the proper replacement, but what if Funke was the saving grace for this film?
Okay, well,
stepping in?
I know what you're saying. So Toyin,
calming down. Nínú fíìmù yẹn, right? According to Iyabo's write-up, if Iyabo had not given us the hint, we pay Toyin pulled out, right? It means Iyabo did that write-up because anybody told send write-up to social media, 1 million at one times, yeah? So Iyabo was, to me, trying to send us information and signal of Toyin messed up my film. Yes.
was that necessary?
Was that necessary?
It's very unnecessary.
Or not, what I'm saying is she sent us that information. She put it out there for us.
We know.
That is very Iyabo fúnra rẹ̀, ẹ máa gbọ́. That is very Iyabo fúnra rẹ̀. Ó ń sọ fún yín pé òun gan bínú because
Èmi gan ní problem pẹ̀lú Toyin. Thank you.
But then, because the write-up is telling that write-up is as good as she threw Toyin under the bus.
No, before that write-up, there is this narrative out there that Toyin, yes, is not in that production. And she's supposed to be. That was how I got to know. Toyin was in the initial probably part 1 or whatever. I don't know if it's a series or whatever in Kotobaje in the past. So, and I think that was what she came out to defend. The reason why she's not there is not
Which is the only problem I have with Iyabo. The only problem I have with Iyabo. So let me explain this. You see, when I hear in this conversation, you hear some people were saying something or something, and I will ask who. People that are consequential, people that don't have a name. Iyabo is responding to some people are dragging you for. It doesn't make sense to me.
So that is a good point. You understand? And I mean, yes, and it's okay to emphasize on that. But not to. If we're going to blame her, we can blame her and say, listen, you just have to learn to look away.
She responds to everything. Every pressure. No, it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. If she's going to address, yes.
Can I ask you? Can I say something?
Yes, please.
Did anybody saw a couple of young guys came out and were very rude to what Victor is addressing right now? Because of this write-up. How many people saw those videos? No, I saw a particular guy that came several times. In fact, you are very derogatory. Some of you saw it.
That guy from Nameso. There's no way you slice it. That guy from Nameso.
You saw it? Who saw it?
For Toyin to feel like Mokie Damino in the public light and then make those posts. It is human. It is human for Iyabo to feel pressure to say, okay, you will the one that one dash me looking for to not make those updates. It is human. But
exactly, yes.
When you are going on a ladder of success, when you are a home, when you are a public figure, you take a seat back, you drink water first before you respond. Because you are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses. You are not going to just be responding to emotions. You will do what is right. That is why people hire people to do PR for them. It is madness. So I admit the fact that they are human, but it is not excusable. It is not.
Victor, I have not seen any PR that has gone 100%, that has brought back even 80% feedback. You understand? When you're trying to change the narrative, it would go either way, negative or positive. There are certain people that would understand it and accept it, and it would trigger some other people. You understand? Because they are fans to certain people. Even going to details, Toyin, nínú ìyẹn lè trigger ó lè trigger àwọn èèyàn ẹ jẹ́ ká excuse wọn they are all I mean like you said.
Which is why the best intervention is silent.
Yes. Exactly. See, gbogbo ẹ ó ti bàjẹ́.
Because nǹkan tá a máa káwọ́ ẹlẹ́nu kò ṣe. See, get my argument.
That was silent.
No, now.
She didn't do well.
I'm going to be making a change in it. I know that it was like,
yes,
he was the person before. At the moment right now,
silent, we're still castigating her.
Wait, see now. See, that's why it's shifting. Now, our silence was faulted at point. Then, Toyin's intervention to it became, okay, so this is mess up. And then, so before right now, doing your best. I don't care for any one of them, but if I have to take a pitch a tent, I would pitch a tent with Funke for certain reasons because there's all of them so could we from go this thing. This thing will respond. Guys who are we have a problem with, unfortunately, is Iyabo. And I'm maintaining that position. Because this matter is a simple matter of smoking go down. Very banal. Very, very banal. You now in your place as the host think that you want to address this and expose it and begin to give salient information that we are not even aware of. So now we are now digging into matters that will have not been an issue at all in public.
Are we aware of what that could have led to behind closed doors?
So that's the problem. So thank you. Whatever happens behind closed doors should be addressed behind closed doors.
Yes.
Social media is not really live. You hear me?
I understand that.
Not really live.
But what I'm saying,
why can't it be addressing behind closed doors? If it happens behind closed doors, it should be addressed.
I agree with you, Victor. But residue of that reaction from what has happened behind closed doors would also show on social media one way or the other.
Let people be guessing. She made an emphatic statement.
Oh, but she's not. She hasn't said 100%. Most of the things we are saying
she said enough.
I don't think so. There are some assumptions.
Well, if we don't know anything, we know that Iyabo and Toyin are fighting. If we don't know anything, we know that Iyabo have a problem with Toyin.
No, but she said they have ironed that out already, and that is
so. I have analyzed that statement before. Let me go back to it again. The first of this statement was me and Toyin have been friends for a while. Me and Funke have been friends for a while. Don't forget, the body of this matter is that Funke and Toyin had a feud. You, as a middleman, that Joe Ewa Bayaz, the following statement should be, and Funke is my bosom daughter, or my bosom aburu, or my bosom friend. No, that never came up. The first of this statement was to endorse Funke and go further to now talk about the beef, acknowledge that there is beef. We settle it and then proceed to not get ourselves personal into it, which is unnecessary. I hope me and you can agree on that. Why will you insert yourself in this nonsense?
Victor, she was like you said, and there's one part I agree with you. Maybe she should not have said anything. She doesn't owe anyone any explanation. You understand?
Thank you.
But she was addressing a particular crowd based on their narrative. That's what she was addressing. So yeah,
this crowd,
okay. There are probably people who don't even have any value to her or our work.
Exactly.
And I agree with you. But what I'm saying is that our colon address. Yes. Yes. She must have listened to certain people. React exactly. So maybe if she did not do that, she might have probably come out to just say, oh, my ladies or whoever, my friends or my colleagues, hey, please, yes, they calm down. Yes. So I think that would be what
even on my video. Reaction, but I'm appealing to both parties. So maybe you calm down. Let's
want to listen to that boy's
let's focus on the return of Irene.
No.
This fight and the movie, which one is supposed to be important to Iyabo?
The movie.
I think she to insert herself in this fight is unnecessary. Is a major thing. Because guess what? That is about me. Respect Iyabo. Now you insert yourself into it. Do you see how suddenly the fight now becomes Iyabo versus Toyin? It's unnecessary.
Because from the onset, anything that pertaining Iyabo, so that's why I agree with you.
She already knew though. She has to avoid them at all costs.
That's why I agree with them. That's avoid it. I've just if I were her, to be honest, if I I won't say anything. Social media, so yeah, I agree with you on the.
I want to exist. She always tried to explain herself. So a whole team begin to attack me and they were calling me and they were convincing people that I'm ill. Till tomorrow, I have not explained myself.
Lórí social media.
Fàǹtí ẹ̀ṣọ́ mi kó mo wá sọ kò lé ní òrójọ́. Fàǹtí ẹ̀ṣọ́ mi. You cannot be saying what is not me and I will be thinking that I hold you to respond. It doesn't make a freaking sense.
Exactly.
But if you are telling me that somebody that has a name said XYZ and Iyabo is reacting to it, it makes sense to me. She's human. But àwọn kan wọ́n máa ń rìn mí létí wọ́n máa ń pèsè ní ọ̀ àwọn kan wá sọ pé àwọn wèrè wo làwọn kan.
Bọ̀ ò lè sọ bóyá àwọn kan tó ń sọ yẹn náà bóyá àwọn tó important sí ni náà.
Wọ́n important. Àwọn èèyàn tí ò lórúkọ. Challenge anybody. Àwọn wo ló sọ ẹ̀mí yẹn fún mi lórúkọ.
Ìjọba bá fún wọn máa sọ fún wọn pé má jàmù ó ti tó wọn.
Àwọn tó ń sọ pé jẹ́ gómìnà wọn kan. How do you put an importance on the opinion of the stranger?
No, hold on. Platform is a typical example. Now, how many of us are here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, right? But we already divided opinion so far, okay? So now imagine, Victor the first one.
Support anybody.
Now imagine, you got to answer advice. Now, half of us at support Funke, half of us at support Toyin. The same thing, but now
some of us
Victor,
troublemaker.
Oh my God, Victor, fine boy. The platform about people advising them, right? Sherry Iyabo ṣe jáde. Ìwọ onírú ẹ lọ́rẹ̀, onírú mi lọ́rẹ̀. Ó ní àwọn tó máa sọ pé má gbà lọ́rẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ láwọn tó máa sọ pé Iyabo lọ clear orúkọ ẹ sínsìn. Go and clear your name. Bí life ṣe wà nìyẹn. Ètò bá wà.
Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwà náà kì í dáhùn ni. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí màá wà nígbà máa ṣe ní this person is talking about you, màá ní fi ilẹ̀.
Ó máa ṣáà
ilẹ̀ ó sọ.
My sister, let me also say something. If you want to be truthful.
If you are a public figure, kówèrè ni if you are a public figure.
Exactly. And then naturally, ó jẹ́ nìkan tó máa ń tètè bọ́ta naturally.
which is the basis of all our problems. The basis of all our problems.
I can tell already that I don't get you can't tell her not to the way and sorrow. And yet is stupid. Let me be foolish.
Again, you are stupid in peace.
Again, you are stupid in peace.
Yes,
I can't change you because you're a grown woman. So nobody can tell you what to do.
Yes.
So all naturally light will come out and
explain
our name. And if they need trouble to man, what you?
And like it's so necessary.
So necessary.
But most
of the time,
around at times, Sherry, let me tell you something I noticed about this our film industry. Okay, you understand about what they heights go. Oh, what's that name you call them around them? So there we go. Like their team of what do you call them? Their PR.
What's their initial profession?
Wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ dá ṣe gbogbo nǹkan wọn wò káwọn ti dé level kan pé somebody should be telling them don't do this, don't comport yourself this way, it shouldn't be that way. Wọ́n kàn sí máa ń fi nǹkan jàù bó ṣe ń ṣe láti ilẹ̀.
You understand? And Funke ni mo rò what is step up the game.
Funke ni mo fi kúrò ní
ìgbòho
yes.
Òun ni mo fi
gbogbo máa sọ pé Funke ò react lórí social media. Funke ò react lórí social media. Ṣé àkíyèsí Funke náà ò fẹ́ react? Ó ní àwọn ìyá kan máa sọ pé don't do it this way, do it this way, don't do it that way. Wèrè ni Toyin àti Iyabo kò jọ kó wèrè làwọn méjèèjì. Àwọn má gbà lọ́jà ń bẹ̀ lọ́kílẹ̀ ara ẹ̀ òun ló kó jọ.
It's also Mohabdul's reaction when she got to
I saw it. She was this rowdy.
She said, when she later apologized to one morning, no. She was like,
where's the interest? She couldn't hide it.
Exactly, she couldn't hide it.
Now as a people person, I think she likes it.
All that the film look up there and see any way.
Rita Dominic's no. Rita Dominic has the same reaction.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's up? Come on, they get over it for a long time. Are you serious about this? It's Funke as it's Toyin, game of numbers, non-plague, not the game of quality people. It's all about game of number. You know, that's how everybody do it differently. Toyin especially.
Toyin àti who else? Not
game of Èrò ṣáà àti èrò àwọn èrò yẹn gan wọ́n lè máa yọwọ́ wọ́n lè máa kọ́kọ́ ṣáà àti máa gbèrò ṣáà àti pọ̀. Àwọn yẹn ó dà pé nǹkan tó ń bá idea àti tiwọn nìyẹn. Everybody is doing it differently, honestly.
Yeah.
We all can still not hide from the fact that these are three successful people. In fact, they are iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe is competitive. Kò sí ní tábà parí ìjà lẹ́nu àṣìmá parí ìjà next year àtẹ́bà mọ̀. Kò tún wá ní jẹ́ ti Iyabo àti Funke á tún jẹ́ ti Toyin àti Messi. It has to be something because they are all in a box.
The good thing is Messi is not a troublemaker. Messi ò ní trouble.
No. Messi is
Emma speaks when you in different ways. Troublemaker. I want to disagree with that. Troublemaker. Step lórí wrong to any.
Troublemaker. Victor might see you as a moderator. Everybody know my judge according to their instinct. You cannot tell me how to judge anybody. Exactly. What she said because of what she saw. We not only judge what we are saying because we're not living with them.
Yeah.
Generally, I'm just saying my own part. Generally, kò sí ẹni tí ò kí. It's not just Messi I'm talking about. I'm directing it at, it's a general that, kò sí ẹni tí ò kí ṣe troublemaker. Nígbà míì gan, even the most patient person tó bá step on the person, on the wrong toe, ó máa react ni. So, yeah. Reaction ló make your Sherry, tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ troublemaker, let me explain something. Let me clear that part. Reaction kò ló make your troublemaker. Let me explain something to you. Tẹ́ bá wo trend Iyabo before we got here. Kí nǹkan kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ whether ó jẹ́ activist ni bóyá ó fẹ́ ó máa
opposite of my shout, and the way she reacts to things, I will look at her and say, you be troublemaker. But right, you are a troublemaker because of your character and the way you address things. Now on this platform, moderate. Platform, I'm just giving an instance. So you got to relate to so our platform, I want to case Nigeria to and people also so many things. So we can't minimum moderate while my block house. Abefe will still be explaining. My we share Abefe she on top on TV to one kilo shele. Say you were don't do it, don't so anyhow. Actually explain. Actually shalaye. And anything more one bit you come boy. Funke no so. Mumbe was a pay a money platform. So we all react differently, and when you come the way they react. Oh no, Lashima fi judge. So tell me say Iyabo Oniwala. I will say yes. I will say it. God won't watch me by 1,000,000 times. Tomani question say Oniwala ni mani no. Only watch Oniwala ni call yare. Come and feel nothing. But what we see is what we are judging. They are on the platform for us to judge. They are public figures.
Thank you.
So whatever they put out there, Ulama judge. But what I Funke, it was because of our incontoshenuaju camera, mostly. And your boy is taking it or share back the I just share film industry, I just look at it, enough him away. It is whatever they put out there that we are judging. So character I want put together. That's why I want come answer for Allah. Messi is one of them. We can see only Waja troublemaker under the carpet too. But at least what we see, their character, their behavior, their tone, the way they address things is what we are judging.
Thank you.
Are you saying that when someone is
I have a problem with
no?
Because I'm expressive. Yes,
yeah, because anyone could walk past now, listen to us and call us all Oniwala.
Yes.
Because moment,
yes. Yes. So
now, see, me, I have a problem with when somebody is putting a persona out there and you are saying, oh, that's not who he is. No, that's what you show us. You don't know what the person. No, don't see me. It's a problem when you want to. If you have to explain to yourself that this is not the kind of person I am, then 90% of the time, that's who you are. If you have to explain yourself that I am not that kind of a person, you are that kind of a person.
Exactly.
Because it's a problem when something happens and I say, you are judging this person, you want to go enough, let's put a character that is contrary to your original person. You are stupid. You are the problem of your own self. Don't be telling me about what they think the black bang what they but put out there. We are talking because I hate when people want to navigate as well. You don't know what if. Don't put a what if. Don't give exactly. It is what is being played out that we are giving an opinion on. So somebody is smart enough to be doing evil at the back, but she's smart enough to come out and look good. Like you people claim with Toyin. Me, I consider it wisdom. I don't consider it a bullshit. It's part of the game. They are entertainers. They know the effect of camera.
Yes.
They know what paparazzi is.
They know who bloggers are.
They know.
Exactly.
You see, our mind was based on our normal people. No, somebody wrote something on my wall and said, if I am Funke Akindele too, I will do the same. Somebody cannot be behind me, and I responded. And my response back to the action, I said, that is why you will never be Funke Akindele.
Exactly.
Because if you just want to be responding to emotions, you will never be great.
You will never be great.
You will never. I want nobody to like me. I keep it. See, be careful of anybody that tell you. I just do me. I don't care what anybody says. That's somebody that won't make it in life. We are not saying you're hypocritical, but you don't care about opinions. No, you are not planning to be great. Somebody who is up there, you are at a pedestal. Everybody is looking at you. You don't do what you feel like. You do what you say. And if you are dumb enough, to respond to emotions. And you now want to say they don't know what make her react like that. We don't care. You react like that. It's that simple.
In
so
every
it's either you own up your reaction to say this is who I am, or you just shut up. It's not an excusable idea to say, Mogoto Shifu.
Exactly. Give a one ordinary person to one leg.
It's not nominal people.
They are good mates. Elite, no one the kitchen.
Go and see American celebrities. They go and sometimes press will come and add why they go on my Dutch guy. One big question about somewhere I don't have an opinion. Do you know problems in Nigeria? That daughter on podcast did it. People will just go on podcast and say something while I'm at one month.
Yes.
Because these people are not trained. They don't learn PR. They don't know. Because you can decline a question.
You don't know what to put out there sometimes.
You can decline a question. Remember the tweet between Wumi Toyola and Potato Wala Oko Kini?
Yes, I'm on
Okomide Martins.
Did I feel that Wumi Toyola misbehaved, overreacted? Yes, but that is Wumi Toyola. But in the first place, there will not be a reaction. If the God did not go there and start talking
you don't mention what you mentioned. Yes.
You were not interviewed, they think of somebody else matter.
If you talk to man in PR, but what can be the power in PR?
And the podcast is very good. Podcast because these people don't know how to be.
Podcast don't Nigeria. Especially in Hollywood.
Nǹkan tá a ti ń gbọ́ nínú podcast yẹn ń sìn ìgbà kú.
Train yourself. Learn some things.
Lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó bá ti wà ní podcast yẹn ṣé wọ́n máa dà kọ́ fòrùka gbá wọn. Wọ́n máa ń kàbọ̀ ìrò ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni Austin Emmanuel. Podcast náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ìgbà wèrè.
Ìgbà náà ni wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ wá wèrè yẹn.
I don't understand it.
Podcast yẹn ṣé ló máa ń gbé dandan fún àwọn bí ayé tó máa ń gbé dandan fún
podcast yẹn ẹnìkan ìwà àti ẹ̀jẹ̀ bára yín sùn rẹ̀ so make sense.
So make sense.
And you expect her not to react. So they all they have a lot of good. That was my first position when I react to this one. I said, to me, I'm not thinking side. I think they all have it going up to do. And when we want to judge this matter, like see. Give me say why anything more they also go to make the boxer nobody know my papa.
You don't know your papa.
No, in this context, let Barack Obama come and do the same.
Okay.
Mama, okay, this guy is crazy. Lot of me. Barack Obama will have to face a lot of scrutiny.
Then
go she gato. That's why they say it's lonely at the door. When you are there, you are behave. You are not living the life of your own again. You are living a scripted life. And I think these people have not gotten there yet. They need to learn it. Because at the end of the matter, Funke is wrong, Toyin is wrong, and Iyabo is wrong. Who else again? They are all wrong. And they are all wrong for the same reason.
So much about industry. Man, wish can they put everybody under one umbrella? How come I find one lecture in every 6 months or 3 months? Because
ẹni sùúrù wọ́n ń ṣe ọkọ̀ máa ń lọ ẹni sùúrù ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ òótọ́ níbi tí tó bá come up ṣe rí lóòótọ́ they are not perfect things are not running smoothly but wọ́n máa ń ṣe seminar tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe kí like high standard ones so honestly mo happen láti wà Nàìjíríà fún kan nù ẹ̀ wọ́n try tẹ́pọ̀ máa gba hotel but how many of them ló máa ń lọ.
Àwọn wà Canada, àwọn wà America, wọn.
How many of them ló ń lọ fún orientation?
Púpọ̀ àwọn ọmọ òṣèlú ẹgbẹ́ ẹni ìjẹ́ kọ́ ṣe máa ṣe fíìmù.
Wọ́n tó parí you understand.
Exactly.
Wọ́n sí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Torí bọ́ọ̀dì yóò wà effective ni àwọn tẹ máa ban out. Tẹ máa lé wọn dànù. Tó máa ṣe máa ṣe fíìmù.
Okay, let me quickly give us one example. You see someone like Toyosi Adesanya.
Yeah.
Official name. If you notice, I want to behave well. I want to become more rules and regulations. But you see, independent. Not operate independently. Oh, yeah. In your contract, that is all. Okay, that's how they feel. How they feel mute. I think this.
There's this tactics from my side. From the side. She probably doesn't even know. I'm here, trying to okay, I think bouncing on. Oh, okay. Who was Stariki on your side?
On my side, oh, okay, that's weird.
So, in control, so Google won't operate independently. So, nǹkan tó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀, ẹ bá notice tí àwọn kan bá tí wọ́n bá ṣaláìsí nsìn, ẹ máa rí pé the tampan or the society will not post it, they will not say much about it. Ó dẹ̀ pa àwọn members tó yẹ pé wọn wà ní good standing ni. So wọn kì í lè ṣe nǹkan kan ní capacity association. Àwọn èèyàn máa bínú ní public. Ipe àwọn Nollywood wọn fẹ́ràn ara wọn, wọn ṣe gbà, wọn ò dẹ̀ ní mọ̀ pé àwọn people yẹn ò wọnú ẹgbẹ́ ni, wọn ò bá wọn participate, wọn ò dáwó, wọn ò ṣe wọn ní membership dues, wọn dẹ̀ ní rules. Ipe okay, these are the things that we do for members. But public ò kí mọ̀. Wọ́n máa ń rí bí ìbàdí pé wọn ò fẹ́ràn ara wọn ni. And mo notice pé láti ìrìnsẹ̀ tí kò máa jáde wọn máa debunk anything. A kàn quiet ni pé you know what, we have to leave you to say whatever you like. Tó bá yá ẹ̀ dákẹ́. So the same thing náà ni àwọn orientation tó ń ṣe yìí. Àwọn tó ń lọ sí meeting dédé, wọ́n máa ń listen to àwọn lectures yẹn. Then oníkàlùkù máa gbé grievances wọn, wọ́n á gbé lọ sí meeting, àwọn àgbààgbà settle ẹ̀. Bó ṣe rí àwọn tó ń bọ́ta tẹ́ pé wọ́n lo social media to express themselves, àwọn náà kì í lọ sí association meeting. Because tell me why tí a fi máa ṣe ara wa tó jẹ́ pé a lè pe àwọn àgbààgbà ká fẹjọ́ ara wa sùn first. Tó jẹ́ pé the first place ní social media láti hear kíni wa, láti vent. Why all the time? So we don't the industry rule, the venting in public, and then only Halukuloni fans. And imagine that some of these people, they actually pay these young folks to go out there and cause chaos and abuse people. They do get paid too. They get armed out or actually give away from one. I'm going to go here. What about Jamaica? If you want to buy somebody here, you give them a little bit of maybe weed or something. So the same thing, no shame, be mafia kind of thing. What down, but any to ban sheku jawo because we all have our children. Into Bali wrong, my bromo shedi toru. Because I'm a pepe. Even tell you about shepe fun one cotton she you ma hunt our way. Don't cut their life short. Don't let them have difficulties in life just because you want somebody to stand for you. Leave those children because we have our own too. Me, they don't know mommy call up work balagba. Timba sure, Timba ni parent pelo remi, omo mi ogudo mo because Timba ba koja lodo remi timi kimo, ti o ba ki ma binu because o share better life with you. Don't put your mouth your don't let my adult business be your business. You greet auntie, you greet uncle. That's my own philosophy. Because to be honest, kako àwọn ọmọ ẹni iṣẹ́ burúkú yẹn, wọ́n máa graduate, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe heavily. Ó wà nílé ìgbà lọ́wọ́ wọn, ó dẹ̀ ní mọ̀ pé wọ́n ló kọ́ wọn. Wọ́n ló ń jẹ́ kó máa bú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́. Something that we do, especially we Nigerians, Africans, we do that too much. Don't train your children well. Tọ́ ọmọ ẹ kó lè fún ẹ nísìnyí. Ẹ lè rán àwọn ọmọ mi lórí social media kó máa lọ máa búyàn àti tó kéré jù àti tó dàgbà. On social media, disgust one. So where are the parents of these children? Tom Bossa Taton Sopa on long job celebrity. Don't they long boa one balagba. Tom ma shake by ma preaching. Show on take big. Show that be our monkey to judge the ton boo will like Johnny. Sing a ton out, Tony Peck kicking and go devour. You know, please, parents, no matter what position we are in life, try to treat other children like your own. Okay, she mumuli back. Tell your cover show mommy back. If the answer is no, don't do it to other people's children. That's just the way I see it. So all our industry lower because some people only go. I don't know.
Ṣé mo pé iṣẹ́ tẹ lọ́rùn àwọn ọmọ yìí wọ́n ṣe give away pẹ̀lú èdè o tó bá ti ṣe give away iṣẹ́ tẹ ẹ̀rọ wọn ẹ̀rọ àwọn fans yẹn bó ṣe wà toxic ni. Ìgbà míì Ìgbà míì give away 1,000 owó data lásán ti tó. I'm telling you, that's some kọ́tọ́ máa ṣe fún wọn. No, that's some kọ́tọ́ máa ṣe fún wọn, honestly. Mo tẹ́ bá rí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó ń táìpù yẹn, wọ́n kàn lówó data ni o, àwọn ọmọ yẹn wọn ò rí kọ́tọ́ fi láìfù wọn ṣe ń tiwọn, wọ́n ti sign. So àwọn celebrities yìí gan kọ́nà gbéṣẹ́ fún wọn gbà mí o, wọ́n kàn ṣiṣẹ́ ju ibi tọ́rọ̀ wọn lọ ni o. Because I really don't think any of these celebrities will call a group of people and tell them to do certain things because they will be recorded and they might go against them. No, what data I'll give you with a man saying palliative.
I want to go
Exactly. So palliative péré tó àwọn gbogbo àwọn ará tó sára àwọn di identify nu àwọn people yìí àwọn go ran wọn rí wọn. Torí pé wọ́n ní ìdí èrò tó tọ́ bá fẹ́ wo fíìmù èmi tí mo jókòó síbi kan mo máa wò. Ẹ̀yin tí a jókòó síbẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ lè máa wò mo wà sure. So àwọn yẹn náà ni àwọn èrò yẹn náà ni. That's why they are entertaining them. If you notice, more intentionally entertain one on it. You know, the industry is toxic enough, and I hope they will be able to regulate it. I think they must have a body at some point where everybody must come under that one umbrella. And that I remember in those days, maybe. Bóyá mo dẹ̀ ń ṣì mú ni ayé ìgbà kan wọ́n máa ń bà nù orin tí orin náà bá tí ò bá wà tó bá jẹ́ orin tó ń kọ̀kọ̀ kúkọ̀ wọ́n máa ń bà nù orin gbà yẹn náà. Wọ́n ń bà nù eré tó fẹ́ gbé jáde náà.
Èrè bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
There was a regulation in the industry at some point.
Ṣé bí mọ́fì kan wà tí mo ṣe tí census board kò tán bá mi tán tí wọ́n approve ẹ̀ because wọ́n fi pé mo ti bá ọlọ́pàá wí jù. Wọ́n appeal kò sí nǹkan tí mi ṣe tán wọ́n gbà ó.
So if there's a regulation still ongoing in the industry, how come they cannot come under one umbrella? Because the Baron Fibati Nkechi blessing, Nkechi blessing. Anybody saying that I am I want to put one down to change. I'm working on day, so take away. Go open one later.
I'm open.
Strong, strong so that to send signals out to them to say you cannot just misbehave because charity tomale regulate.
They all come on under one umbrella.
It's one you really don't need to go on stage now to make your films, you know. You can promote your films without using their platform now. Other people want to go to everybody to
are independent.
You can call yourself a content creator and bluff them. Pay your mommy I'm not one of you. And all that. So that's why they could not really regulate themselves anymore. Because sometimes the content put out, honestly, is not representing us well at all. It's not.
Some of their social media events, to me, I feel is strategic because if you see how social media works these days, the algorithm for you to have visibility, show you. And for you to push that visibility so hard. Exactly. Yes. So it is, yes, it's not that boya elomigo because if you I want to quiet most of it's not that they are not even releasing nice films that are even better than the ones that they are running after. But because of the controversy, the continuous controversy around these particular people, which is helping their visibility and also helping their work. So it's not just about what they do, their creativity anymore. And I must say, that's how it is for every business sector. You understand? If you're not ready for controversy, then you're not ready for visibility. So I think, yes, it's just that, the PR bit has to come in order to ensure that is probably targeted in the the area that they want the result from, rather than, the opposite way. Instead, and at times it just might not work. It's always try and error with social media. So, I mean, that's how I see it.
Yeah, you're very, very right. Notice how Motola, after being silent for a very long time,
she jumped on the Kunle Afolayan's complaint.
Yeah,
jump on it. I can't be dancing. I can't do this. Everybody rushed. They started talking. The next thing you know, she started promoting mother's love, and boom. Sell. No, you're right about that. You're very correct. But no, some of them are mistakes. Honestly, PR stunts. Not all of them. Some of them are just mismanagement, and then capitalize on it. Okay, you know what? Let's just run with it. You know,
I don't know how true is it, but I heard that there are sometimes that some of them literally had an agreement to just say, let's go and stay up the fights.
Oh, yes, they do that. Yes.
Oh, they do.
Yes, they do.
I want it now.
Oh, yes, they do. One man pulls stunts, anything to pull the crowd sometimes.
People somebody to say something to say, oh, yeah, pull me.
You forgot the even you forgot Barista at Colinton time at Salawa. They were so popular. They were woman all the time.
Yes.
That's what I feel about the Davido and Burna Boy too.
Exactly.
It might be. I don't know. It might be. If you know it might be.
There is possibility.
Strategies is important. So
I will not be surprised, honestly.
Yes, no.
One more.
Oh yeah. And then okay, you know, it's a topic.
We were surprised. Wọ́n ti gbàgbé àwa náà ẹ jẹ́ ká náà dá sí.
Olórí ẹ ti gbàgbé bàbá tó kú yẹn tó ń nígbà tí ìjà bọ̀.
Bàbá Ọláyà ti discuss nípa.
Ní kí ni dídó nínú industry àwọn lórí àwọn ṣe.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá kíní ni.
Ọlọ́fà
inú
yẹn. Àní PR wọ́n ní ìdí ẹ̀ tó máa ti dé stage kan àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa ń jábọ́ lẹ́nu wọn yẹn kò bọ́ sí rárá. Kò bọ́ sí. Àtàgbàlagbà tọmọdé wọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń jáde lẹ́nu wọn ò bọ́ sí rárá.
Well, you will know something like this if you've ever been to locations. But you know, some of these things, honestly, was schooled illiterate. There are some of the actors that are well read. They actually went to theater schools. They went to universities. But because they need to buy one quiet in you, because the kind of words to man jadi ara mi go man shibakan mo man kinto turaka o man pe to wọ́n máa bu na àǹtí lóyìnbó ará lóyìnbó ẹ má wọrí o bá ṣe mi bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn o kíní kan because àwọn náà máa rí pé ojú mi ṣe ń tọ̀nù pé you're not professional guys, so what's going on here? Wọ́n máa ń notice.
Àwọn máa rò bóyá cruise ní gbogbo nǹkan.
Cruise kan some things are too much for me.
They don't know better.
Àti kò máa kéèyàn ká àgbàlagbà sọ́pà àdúrà wa ṣeré ní industry mélòó ń dídó. Can you imagine? Online. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ò dáa.
Bàbá wọ́n sì bí ìdán sọ́n public ní bọ̀ kò sí rọ́ńbẹ́ o.
Victor, ṣebí nǹkan tá à ń sọ ní PR sọ pé nǹkan tó sọ pé kò ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ pé the way
PR is important, yes.
Then the way you put things out in the public là ń sọ pé decorum, then there should be oh my God. I don't know.
Some 20 years ago, or maybe more than that, the truth is, theater practice in Nigeria started with illiterates.
Okay.
Àwọn gbogbo ní basis ẹ̀yálé.
Àwọn gbogbo ní basis ẹ̀.
Àwọn gbogbo náà ní. Àwọn ajínigbé wá ṣùtì lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ gàmá mi ń gba ẹ̀wù àwọn àgbà kò fàdé yóò lóhùn kan.
Ìgbọ́pẹ̀ yẹn tó bá kàwé náà wọ́n láwọn ọmọ aṣáájú wọn.
Gbogbo àgbàdo gàgé wọ́n ti máa ń ṣe lókèjọ́ wọn ògùn gbà.
Very correct.
Torí ẹ̀
rántí pé wọ́n máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn tíátà. Wọ́n máa ṣàgídìgbò.
Bàbá ẹ ò lè rán ẹ lọ skul. nígbà yẹn kó ló fẹ́ máa ṣe fíìmù wọ́n máa fi ẹ́ lé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni,
so àwọn pípò yìí ló bẹ̀rẹ̀. àwọn set of light of àwọn Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀ tó tẹ̀ lọ school tó lọ university tó jọ wá wọ̀ yìí is a redefinition.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
I believe that in another 10 years àwọn tí ò kàwé wọ́n máa fizzle out. And maybe there will be some sanctity and sanity in the industry. The same way, if you are born in church, when I was a child, the literally music is the pastor to Nigeria.
Òótọ́ ni.
Yes.
Ọtọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ sí theology.
Ó gba àdúrà kóòtù wọn gbàngbàngbà báyìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Bọ̀dọ̀ wà ní àwọn tó ń jó àwọn bá tó ṣe sí dé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ní wọ́n sùn tó ń ṣáná. You either upgrade or you fizzle out. There were ministries that usually go into extinction. Studies like Assembly of God, they were the big one when I was a child. Upgrade in me.
Ṣe bí okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká wá fi arts and church and all that play. Ẹ jẹ́ ká go into professional sectors. Ẹ wo banks. Ta ló mọ̀ pé ní Canada yìí, you go to Latin Nigeria, we will do upgrading. After your upgrading, or what they call upgrading it to get into the university, and you branch out to whatever course you want to do. However, from that upgrading, some people went to cooperative training, which is like industrial attachments in Nigeria. One bank. So diploma over bank, high school were bankers then. They later learned the bachelor's degree, diploma from certificates from cooperative education, which they will get certificate at the end of it, then to diploma, then to bachelor's degree. Right now, you will see master's degree holders and PhD holders at the bank.
People in Nigeria go already in banking back.
Yeah. So, Bubo profession, nurses, same thing. Nurses, woman better lots of college in it. Listen,
Most of you will not hire an LPM right now.
No. So things are changing.
You have to have a bachelor's degree in nursing for you to have an edge.
Yeah, exactly.
Medication.
Honestly, everybody don't pass to school. Anything less than masters,
school
you see. And the more with all this what do you call this technology, AI?
The way we are talking about people adding more to their knowledge and everything. Social media,
keyboard work. All I need to drag a effect right now is by next week Tuesday. His skin can give away magic in this Victor,
mo fẹ́ correct Victor àti Becky. Ọmọ yẹn níṣẹ́ wẹ̀ ilẹ̀ ògbọ́n níṣẹ́. They are keyboard warriors.
Time will love I. Like a lot of people are training, going to school, but you people are there costing people that they party. The people are going to small before what?
You will assume that our money alone misbehave. Have you seen people's mother? Have you seen some grandma?
I've seen them screaming on top of their lungs like
somebody was giving an opinion.
Victor, ìgbà tó sọ yẹn òótọ́ ni o, mo wà lórí platform àwọn ìyá lọ́jà tó ní platforms wọ̀nyí. Níjọ́ tí kìíní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀, wọ́n máa ń dẹ̀ kọ́ ni. Bí wọ́n lè sùn látàrí ọkọ̀ ilé ẹ̀gbẹ́ ní.
Ayé yìí ti bàjẹ́ mọ́ mi.
Sukule àwọn ọmọ yín. wálé náà. Sọ́ba mi gbé iṣẹ́ pè mí mà. Àwọn ọmọ yìí gan ẹ ti mójútó wọn.
Because you see, people will judge a matter not based on what they see. It's based on what they do in their life.
Remember the days of fracas. Ṣé ọmọ ìyá ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe máa ní látàná mi ò lè sùn. Mi ò lè jẹun. Ìgbà yẹn kí lè máa bí mi nù pé kí ló ń ṣe yín? Lórí àwọn ọmọ ń jà.
Èmi máa ń wò pé olórí máa ń wò pé bóyá mi normal ni, ṣé mi ò lóyà ni? Because mi ò fẹ́ anybody tó yẹ.
Wọ́n máa gbọ́ mi ò lè sùn látàná mi ò lè jẹ́
wọ́n máa parí ẹ̀.
These are parents o, ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń bú àwọn ọmọ.
Anybody that knows my wall, I have criticism for Iyabo, but anybody that has been so my wall knows that I'm the Iyabo fan. Because if my life don't have a share, because she return.
Yeah.
Iyabo na papa la oba. She can do something that I disagree with. But I dey post her steady, I dey post her work steady. But that will not, but mo fẹ́ mọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ lẹ́sìn fún Iyabo ní ṣe tí mi wà nílé sùn àbí wẹ́rẹ̀ ní ṣe àpọ̀.
Exactly. Àdìwọ́n dẹ̀ wọ́n máa gbé àwọn ṣépè fúnra wọn. Wọ́n máa gbé àwọn ṣépè bá ní.
It's just like right now, you are saying the truth, despite being a fan.
Say you're a fan.
Yes.
The fact that I doesn't mean that you will follow that I will do like right and wrong should not be based on who is involved.
Yes, Mama.
Right and wrong should not be based on who is involved.
Yeah, because
it is okay for people to be wrong.
Yeah. So now let me say something about that. You see where we all get it wrong. I'm not saying I keep using we because we know Nigerian. Where we always get it wrong is I want you to understand being a fan, being a loyalist, and being truthful. You see, Timaje great fan anyhow. Mi ò lè ṣe bóyá Toyin ni o àbúrò mi ni o ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni o àjọ lọ school ni whatever the case was. Tí Toyin bá ṣe nǹkan tó bad, the moment n bá analyse ẹ̀ pé nǹkan tó ṣe bad, oh, you are not a fan, you are not a loyalist.
You are not a hater. No, let me use that word. Hater ni ẹ́.
Victor, you didn't call it properly. Hater. You're an hater.
No, wait. Sorry to say, I'm sorry that's the word you Toyin Titans here because Toyin is my baby, but I'm not a Titan, I'm not anybody's fan. But all I'm saying is, Shera Otokojo, àwọn ọmọ keyboard warriors.
Hooligans ló pọ̀ ní wọn.
Àwọn ọmọdé Jani Toyin Kojo, wọn ò lè ẹ́gbà rí nǹkan tó ṣe kó bá àti Ronke wọ́n ti jáka mi níbẹ̀ ṣe wà yẹn, wọ́n ti jáka mi. Wọ́n bọ̀ wá báyìí.
Àtọ́ká máa kókó. Hooligans ló pọ̀ lẹ́yìn Iyabo náà.
Ó ti pọ̀ jù. Kí ló dé?
Ẹ̀yin ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọlé ẹjọ́ mẹ́ta iná túbọ̀ wá bẹ́ẹ̀ iná bọ̀dá.
Kọ́ńtọ́mà lè ní èmi ò fọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nípa ìjọba kéwé ìjọba lè ní.
Victor, ibi kọ́mẹ̀ntì wọn ni mo ti máa ń mọ̀ wọn ò lè spẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan ẹyọ kan báyìí. Ìwọ ló máa wọ ní ẹ̀kọ́
pọ̀. Tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, wọn ò ní gan. Ó fi ìwọ́n lẹ́sọ̀ pọ̀ ìgbọ́n pé ó tó kọ yóò kó iṣẹ́ o. Báyìí ló ṣe kó ìṣọ́ o. Èpè ló máa ṣẹ́kù ẹ̀. The same people will now come back and criticize every black man. Ẹ máa ń gbúra jẹ́ kí ni ìyàtọ̀ yín? You cannot teach
mi ò lè dínà yẹn. Àwọn ìdajì wa ní orí àwọn aráàtẹ̀ because àwọn ò lè dínà ara wa. Ìdajì wa ń bẹ̀yẹ̀ wọ́n góòlù ọgbọ́n wọn kò kọ́. Ibi sí
ọkọ̀ náà ló wà bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Àwọn ẹranko ló kó sílẹ̀ tí ìdí ẹ̀ náà wọ́n ẹgbẹ́ kìí ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o ẹjọ́.
You cannot be strong. Ṣé èèyàn tó gbé ẹ̀yà tẹ̀ ṣé ìjọba gbé ẹ̀yà tẹ̀ lọ́sẹ̀? You cannot be strong is wrong.
Ó yá Adéròkè àwọn olórí yín gan kẹ́rọ̀ kọ́kọ́ ni.
Èmi ò fọ ẹni tì.
Tẹ́lá fẹ́ jàjàgbóró mú wọ̀ yìí.
Èmi ò fọ ẹni tì.
Má bàyọ̀ ọjà lọ sí èyí má bàyọ̀ ọjà. Pásítọ̀ mi ò máa fi lórí ìbò tí máa jà.
Mi ìbọn náà.
Wọ́n ti sọ fún mi pé kí má bàyọ̀ ọjà ẹ mọ̀ ń tọ́jà mi ni.
You cannot be strong with wrong.
Victor, èyí tá à ń sọ dùn because mo rí pé tọ́pìkì yìí I enjoy it but ẹ má ní pé mo fẹ́ change topic Becky please mo fẹ́ béèrè question kan. Ṣé gbogbo yín torí gbàgbé ẹ̀ ṣe ṣó yìí lọ ni mo wo nǹkan tí mo wò yẹn mi dẹ̀mọ̀ bóyá ti wò. Ṣé ẹ wo Blessing CEO lọ́sàn-án yìí lórí ti Facebook? Ṣé ẹ ṣó tó ṣe?
Orí ẹ̀ ò pé.
Ó yẹ ṣé òkú àti pàṣẹ ìyẹn ní òkú ní kájọ mẹ́ta.
Àti òkè ṣé òpè bí yẹn ní káńsà tó.
Ó ní ṣọ́wọ́ yìí lòun ti gbowó ni ó wá rẹ̀ ó lẹ̀ ti gbàgbé orí ọkọ̀ tó wà.
For real?
ṣe fẹ́ position mi lọ́wọ́.
Ó lè gba ìdájọ́ gbogbo Nàìjíríà káàkiri síta press money.
Àwọn wèrè
Ẹni sọ́ọ́ ti etí tẹ wọ́n ti tẹ̀wọ́ tí ó dé.
Wọ́n ti lose friendship, wọ́n ti lose relationship, kò téèyàn lára wọn. Validation di big thing.
Ṣé o wà ń bẹ̀ ìjọsìn mo ṣe analysis nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú gẹ́ ọ̀yẹ́? Ṣé o wà ń bẹ̀ ìjọsìn mo ṣe analysis yẹn tí mo sọ wípé ọmọ yẹn mọ̀ pé òun parọ́ ẹ máa gbọ́ ọ. Ó mọ̀ pé máa mú torí ẹ̀ ló ṣe sáré pin account pé kí àwọn tó ní láárí, àwọn tó ní brain, àwọn tó wà intellectual kán tó
já yín
wọlé. Owó àti wọlé.
Ó ní ó bá wọn 12 million ọmọ yẹn á realize o.
Nǹkan tó sọ lẹ́yìn náà nìyẹn. Ó ní pé kí ló kọ̀ yìí. Ó ní ó wá rẹ́rìn. Ó ní ṣe báwọn fáǹsì wo ló fowó sí.
Ẹ̀bùn ṣe ẹ̀rọ ìṣòwò lè gbé ni.
No, ìṣòfò rẹ̀ sí wọn lọ́rùn.
Owó tẹ jábọ́ lọ́dọ̀ for lying that he has gone cancer.
Anybody can say
Ẹ máa jẹ́ pé
anything.
ìlú òyìnbó tẹ wà yẹn, wọ́n lè gbé bọ́ Nàìjíríà. Ọlọ́pàá ẹ̀ náà ṣùgbọ́n owó ló máa gbà.
Ó sì wọ́n lè gbé for nothing. The only reason tó lè fi jẹ̀bi tó lè fi gbé ẹni kì í ṣe pé wọ́n èèyàn kan tó lè gbé ní lẹ́tà ẹ̀sìn hospital ti pé wọ́n yẹn àwọn yẹn lè sue.
Kò post ẹ̀ sórí page ẹ̀ náà.
Unfortunately kò post ẹ̀. Mario máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n. Mario máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n.
Bọ̀dẹ̀ tó kú sùúrù.
Ókè òun kọ́ ló post ẹ̀.
Ẹni sùúrù. You did a live video, ẹni sùúrù. Posting nìkan kọ́ evidence. You did a live video where you said it. It's an evidence. Ẹ má sọ pé kò post ẹ̀. You said it and...
Did she mention the name of the hospital in the live?
No, we're not talking. No.
So they cannot hold that alive.
Yes. Victor, hold on now. Hold on. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ deliberate now. Hold on, Victor. I was like, hey, did she post it? Our collaboration interrogation here. George Lumashine. What I am saying is, somebody like VDM intentionally paid into our account. Just listen, let me land. Intentionally paid into our account because she proved to him that she had cancer. That is offer to charity.
That's not fraud.
Okay, number one. Number two.
He did not say pay by force.
Letter, but you gave us evidence, you shape
And you solicited for help.
That is deceit.
More importantly.
That is deceit. The so you are punishable. That is deceit.
I agree with you, but there is no premise under the law for it to hold that. See, mouth is meant for talking. I can say
morally wrong.
anything. It's morally wrong, but there is no legal premise to prosecute her on that.
What law has she broken? I will my shebang. Not to ask them.
Lawyer wa mi ẹni sùúrù lawyer wa mi Esther ṣe wà bẹ́ẹ̀ láti gbé obìnrin wọlé so that we get from legal perspective. Esther ṣe wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
There is OPD down there. So you're Sunday OPD.
Mo fẹ́ gún wọlé abeg make I just gbé obìnrin wọlé
Do you need a box?
Hello, box me. My one say comment section.
No. You have a stronger talk on this now.
Ọlọ́run máa dress ilé yìí.
You that started it.
I need a legal perspective on this blessing CEO and blessing you not the CEO case. Claiming that she had cancer and there was a post about the result of the test results, but not on her word. So another blogger posted it. So she coming out to say she had cancer and she needs help and people started donating for her. It turns out that she was false. That she didn't have cancer and we are saying she can be prosecuted, she can be scared. Me, I'm saying mouth is never talking, she did not ask them to do it. And Shadigo said well, that is on public this thing. Escorting public. So I want to get a legal stand from this.
Okay, I overheard everybody's comment and I wrote something.
OBD, please, before you start, let me first cross-examine you. Check if you can try that baby.
We saw you.
I want to cross-examine you.
OBD. Ẹ má fojú fojú bẹ̀ wòran àti Ronke ni ẹ ṣàmà wọ́n rò.
I will charge a bell before I start.
Ó ti dà.
Wọ́n ti fi ẹ̀lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ tí fún yín, ọ̀lẹ́ṣẹ́ sí ìfẹ́sùn lọ́wọ́.
Ìyá tí Ronke ti wá náà.
Dáwọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ o, dáwọ̀ lẹ́rìí ọ̀pọ̀. Chájà bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni wọ́n mú.
Ọkọ̀ lélẹ́yìn.
Wọ́n fi chájà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń dà, chájà bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni wọ́n yẹ ẹ̀kọ́ sí. Lórí òṣèlú tí wọ́n náà wà gbọ́ láti ṣe ìgbà mo ṣe láti kọ́kọ́ bí i. I don't want you to
lie. Rátẹ̀ burúkú ìwọ rátẹ̀. Only VDM.
Victor ti confuse me lẹ́yìn náà.
What I want to say is this. There is a portion of the criminal law of Nigeria to deal with obtaining money under false pretense. They call the offense OBT. So when you are charged with such an offense, you can be prosecuted under the Nigerian Criminal Code or criminal law, as the case may be. All it takes is for somebody that directly paid into that account and initiate a process by writing a petition to Alagbon or to any police commission. We pay somebody misrepresented to her. That's false misrepresentation that he was sick and that he has cancer and that people should start donating for him. The only thing that we avail the woman is tó bá jẹ́ wípé lóòótọ́ ló ti lọ sí hospital return diagnose wrongly fún cancer tó dẹ̀ ní report to that effect. Ó lè lò yẹn as premise and then the law will behove on him to refund back the money of everyone he has collected to punch herself of that particular instance of obtaining money under false pretense. Tí èèyàn kankan tó sanwó sàkáǹtì ẹ bá take up against it, she will be liable to have come online, even though she did not post that thing on her wall, for her to have come out and you know, he who has sat must prove. Ìwọ ló wá sọ lórí kíní wípé o ní cancer, pé káwọn èèyàn wá máa dáwó fún ẹ. So it was total act of deceitfulness which can be held liable against her.
So, as a boy, you. Victor.
Thank you, OBD. God bless you. Question ló lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ jọ sá àwọn ọba bíi àlàńkọ́ tó máa wà títì yẹn tó máa ń parọ́. Àwọn yẹn kan ìṣòwò sábà ti bá bí àlà ní àtàkùn fún àwọn aṣọ àdíwà tó wá ní POS dání. Àwọn yẹn kan kò sí bí POS wà tẹ́sẹ̀gù bíi pé
ẹ máa gbọ́ about instance where they arrested somebody that bandaged himself to nǹkan kan ò ṣe. Yeah, pretend ẹni pé kìnìún tó dẹ̀ wà lójú tó ń gbowó tó dẹ̀ arrest ẹ̀ tó gbé lọ sí police station. His fraudulent misrepresentation.
Yeah. So Victor, Obidi, God bless you. Honestly, I need this information you just passed because I have said it without even having this your legal backup. Honestly, I just said it from my own layman's kind of understanding to say there must be something in the law that has to do with this. Remember, recently a girl there was a ruling over a girl to buy a motor. Forúkọ fellow bàbá boyfriend tí ò lọ tí George rule.
Wàhálà ẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn ṣe àwọn oṣù mẹ́ta o.
Jerry, nǹkan ẹ máa gbọ́.
Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ní bọ́ọ̀sì yìí, gbogbo ẹ̀yin màmá wa tẹ̀wá ní bọ́ọ̀sì yìí, tẹ́ ẹ ti gbowó lọ́wọ́ ọkùnrin tẹ́ ẹ bá tẹ́sí tó gbọ́ wà lórí ọ̀kadà. Gbogbo yín lẹ wà láìpù.
OBD ó dẹ̀ wá ní kẹ́ máa sọ kó.
Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí wa ẹjọ́ inú àwẹ̀ làwẹ̀ ní sùúrù.
Sọ́ọ́bì èmi ní question kan tó dára.
Victor kò tó bèrè question Victor ní sùúrù because I understand you.
Apáyé ti ń ka ní ìsìn tó ti
kú. Fún àwọn tí kò parachute because I am happy that I'm the one that will lecture you now. So listen please. Can you listen? Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, thank you that you went to school and
àṣẹ máa ń sọ àti Ronke sílẹ̀ lẹ́nu.
Express madam wọ̀ sí.
Ṣé rí Victor àtẹ̀mí ẹ bá wọ̀rí. Sí OBD.
Àti Ronke lọ wọ ẹ́mẹ̀tì ò bọ̀dá Victor dá o.
Ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ ṣàgbọ́n nǹkan tó fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní pé ó ti gbọ́ pé mo ní pásítọ̀ mi ní kí n máa jà èmi mọ bí Victor ṣe ń play ẹ má wọ̀rí. So OBD, I I asked that question because I was on a platform where I already said that, but honestly, I didn't no backup as in, legal backup on my side. I just used my common sense on that. But I know that I base my judgment on that case in Mori. They about a parrot as little as moto mi or the shy one. And once of the pay and to power online, some millions accounted, don't want to cancel parrot. Total display online, record what video, why was of now back to my why I was asking the question. Most of it VDM to someone directly see Otibani conversation. VDM said I have seen she has given me the proof. So it is often once in now there, which you are already. And the fact that VDM sends money from his charity organization. And that is where I stand, and I'm happy that with Obi's explanation, that was exactly what you so. No, they were right. God bless you. Oya Victor.
Obi, I have a question. Now, there is a premise under the law to prosecute based on what she has done. But are there to be there is a term in law that says to every law there is an exception. Are there exceptions or an arguable lacunas where she can argue this case? Because now in the instance where she cited about there was a contract, either formal or informal. There was a contract and there was an agreement. So that was a breach of contract. It's different from somebody just open his life and just talking his thing. People willingly begin to create. I understand that there is a premise to prosecute. Are there exceptions that she can argue this case?
Exceptions, and I've already mentioned it. Number one exception to that general rule, ni wípé tó bá genuinely ní medical report.
In this case, it has been proven that she doesn't have cancer.
She don't. So no, I'm still saying something. If she could generate a medical report that there are instances whereby people are pronounced HIV positive, take all them and come back later. The mistake was from the lab. Blood test not be mistake refuted. Another test. If she has anything to that effect, where she was initially pronounced as a cancer patient, and it was now later discovered that she does not have cancer, that could avail her. But for her to punch herself of that liability, then whoever that is asking that I want my refund back, she will be obliged to refund their money back to them, because the premise upon which they paid her initially was because she said she had cancer and they wanted to contribute towards that treatment. But anything to the contrary, she will be held liable for obtaining money under false
pretense. But it was a voluntary donation.
Did she ask for the donation on her life? Did she request?
I am not sure.
That will form the contract.
Hello, she did. She was actually sending text messages to people. Yeah, she did. She was even sending the results to people privately. Yes.
Listen, I've been no more try for it too.
Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, ṣe tó bá yẹ pé blessing to try nǹkan tó try yẹn should have been taken, should have been arrested, because she went privately, she DM'd people with that fake result. So they to send the bank account, because that was what she did to Mario.
All it takes for her to be prosecuted is for somebody to write petition to that effect.
Thank you. Because Mario, then but don't send us Mario, once of Mario pay. Kí Mario bá fẹ́ post ẹ̀ kó má jẹ́ kí bí orúkọ òun bọ̀. Yẹn ló mọ̀ ẹ̀ kọ́ yẹn lọ́wọ́ kẹ́yìn wọ̀dí tètè mọ̀ fọ́dà àgbẹ̀rọ̀ nígbà yẹn pa. Yẹn ló wọ̀ lè ṣe. If you want Nigeria to help you, they need to know it is from you. So if it's what's the problem, meanwhile, they now family or Tony results here go. They are really, really upset and they want to take the matter up. Because in your colony results here. Online, right? Yes. You see that statement alone? Oh, you're not back on the DSS.
Thing is, I don't know why we are all surprised. Somebody that came up being popular via lies. You don't know if you want on social media now. I'm not surprised one bit. And to log
she's a female fashion. She's a female fashion of
lórí Daddy Freeze àwọn family girl yẹn wá wọ́n ní ó gbéyàn wá ṣóyè yín wọ́n ló gbé pastor ẹ̀ wá ó wá láti bẹ̀bẹ̀ wọ́n ló call and everything she denied it all. Ó deny everything ó ní òun ó tún mọ wọn lójú ó ní
the only thing that made it very easy for people to believe was because of her look. Emoko looked the thing and that. But what I think is that our addiction to our
Nigeria ní law ni because sometimes when you see some people misbehaving,
How my road my that any night I don't like.
Ẹjọ́ lọ́nà wọn pariwo ni.
Wọ́n ní bàbá nothing.
Ó dẹ̀ máa gbówó yẹn lọ. VDM ẹ má bínú VDM tẹ́ ẹ̀ pariwo kan pàápàá kí ni ìyàtọ̀ nínú òun àti VDM?
Wọ́n ní VDM àti Funke àwọn náà wọ́n VDM. Wọ́n ní rántẹ̀.
Owó onílé náà tọ́jà nígbà ìgbà wo ló fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí nílùú? Owó NGO tẹ́ gbà òun dà.
Ẹ má yẹ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ajú rántẹ̀.
Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ gba over 400 million táàrù fẹ́ ìdẹ́rẹ́ máa fún ẹ sí yìí. Ọmọ wèrè.
Victor.
Yes ma, yes sir.
Ṣẹ́yìn orí wípé ẹ ṣe sùúrù àǹtí Rónkẹ́ ẹ ṣe sùúrù. Ṣẹ́yìn orí wípé ibi tó ń to bàtà sí fi ṣe rẹ́kọ́dì ní ẹ ti change wo.
Gbogbo ẹni change
ìyá tó ti mu kò lónú
náà. Mo mu pure water mọ́ náà. So mu pure water mọ́ ni.
Bottle water ló mu nísìnyí.
Wọ́n níbi bá ti ń ṣe láti ń jẹ ni.
Bàbá ní humble beginning nígbà tó mu pure water humble beginning.
Ìjẹkújẹ ló jẹ.
Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mọ́ ẹ̀?
Kò ń sọ pé kò ṣe pọ̀ mọ́ nìyà àwọn double standard nìyẹn ṣe tí nǹkan tó bá jọ nìyẹn pé.
Monetize gbogbo àwọn social media òun so kò ní ìdòwò off all these things now. Gbogbo ọ̀fẹ́ mọ́ mi ẹ̀ gẹ̀ẹ́tì àti Funke ẹ̀yìn lẹ̀ gẹ̀ẹ́tì. Àwọn bá fún lówó ọ̀fẹ́ kan kó tún fún àwọn èèyàn kó yẹ kó fún àwọn èèyàn.
Lábẹ́ bàbá yẹn àwọn méjì náà kọ̀ lọ́ fún lówó.
Mọ́mí láti ẹ̀ ti tẹ̀ pásítọ̀. Àbíkọ̀ ti fẹ́ wò, àbíkọ̀ àti Rónkẹ́ wọ́n ti fẹ́ mú sí o, wọ́n ti fẹ́ mú sí. Àwọn èèyàn lè gbé bọ́ọ̀lù ju orí.
Ọmọ olè lẹ́bí ọmọ olè.
Ìyẹn pọ̀, ó wá ní ọmọ olè lọ bí. Ìyẹn pọ̀.
Àbí bí Funke ṣe ṣe.
Ọlọ́run ológun lọ́jà. Àti Rónkẹ́, wọ́n máa fi fídíò ẹ̀wù pé Funke ṣe ṣe. Ọlọ́run mà ní jẹ́. Ẹ má máa ṣèṣe kúṣe bí báyìí. Bọ̀dà Victor ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní kẹ́ fún wọn lọ́rùn pa. Ẹ fún bọ̀dà Victor. Ó fẹ́ra wọn. Ẹ bá fẹ́ra wọn ni.
Ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ kan tẹ́ sọ níjẹta tí mo fẹ́ dá sí but network gbé mi dúró. Ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ analyse àwọn torúkọ àwọn mẹ́ta torúkọ wà nínú bọ́ọ̀sì yìí. Nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ analyse ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn mẹ́ta torúkọ wà nínú bọ́ọ̀sì yìí. Toyin, Funke àti Iyabo. Èèyàn kan sọ wípé èwo ló ń jẹ́ kíní ẹnu ọ̀nà Toyin á máa pẹ́ èèyàn kan sọ wípé Toyin ò lágbájá wípé kò ní nǹkan kan wípé kò ń fàjọpọ̀ so èèyàn kan á ń dá lóhùn padà wọ́n á rẹ́rìn-ín ẹ̀ wípé torí pé mi ò lọ́pọ́túnítì àti dúró torí mo wà ní library mo kàn fi APC tí mo fi ń gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ. I am privileged to be part and parcel of their case nígbà tó àti kí lórúkọ tọ́jọjà èmi gangan ni lọ́ọ̀yà tó represent Lizzy tí mo yọ Lizzy kúrò ní wàhálà ẹ̀. Toyin ló ní bandwagon followers jù tó ń tọ̀ mẹ́ta àwọn èèyàn lórí online kẹ́ẹ̀kì máa mọ̀. She will not come out in person to talk but a lọ sí kíni community ẹ̀ á fáwọn boys ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn àwọn èèyàn information pé yá ẹ tẹ̀lé lágbájá kan ní kán tẹ̀lé èèyàn 3 million lè ṣe ìpèsè ẹni ẹ̀ láàrin 2 hours. Nǹkan tó ṣe fún Lizzy nígbà nìyẹn. I was in the case gbogbo bí Lizzy ṣe lọ sí Saudi tí wọ́n arrest ẹ̀ pé ó gbé drug tó yẹ pé later wọ́n release ẹ̀ báwọn ti Saudi authority sọ fún wípé Nàìjíríà lọ ti hint àwọn wípé káwọn keep watch lórí ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀. Those are the things that formed the basis of the case at that time. If anybody knows Lizzy Anjorin, you can ask her. I was the one that took up the matter, go to EFCC.
OBD, kò bá lọ bí Lizzy. Mo rán Victor jẹ́ mo kò bá lọ bí Lizzy. OBD ṣẹ́sí ẹ̀rí lè tẹ̀sán léèdì. Wọ́n ń bọ̀ wá báyìí. Àwọn ọmọ burúkú tí wọ́n lólùbáwí yẹn wọ́n ń bọ̀.
Kò sí nǹkan tó ń gbà ṣe fún mi. Kí ló fẹ́ ṣe fún mi? Kí ni mo sọ? Mi ò sọ kankan against anybody now. Anybody tó bá. Kò ní ó wà indigent ó fẹ́ lọ ṣe mẹ́rin ó láti bí lọ́sì yìí láì gómìnà lọ kàwé dáwó fún ní bí kọ́bọ̀.
Láyé èyí fẹ́ lọ kàwé kí ló kọ̀ wọ́n mẹ́ sáré jèrè ẹ̀ ni. Tí ò sunkún tí ò ní pé ìyá òun gbé wọlé àti H2.
Tó bá fẹ́ gbowó lórí Facebook yìí ṣáà máa gbé everybody mọ́mì ọmọ 31 years pé mọ́mì mi máa mọ́mì.
Àríkọ́ sọ di ọkọ mi.
Àwọn ṣàwọn bẹ́tà ọlọ́run bá ti give impression kó o ti ń bẹ́tà báyìí wọ́n ti yọwọ́ lọ́rùn.
Ìyẹn ti ta.
Ọlọ́run.
Àní wíńdò fún àìsí Nàìjíríà máa ń dìbò sẹ́.
Kódà kó dá rárá ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni owó wà o.
Wọ́n tọkọ tọ́lá ní àkọ́kọ́ tó dáa.
Ilé tí ń rówó òun.
Ó ti ẹ̀ ló wá kébi fi jákọ̀
Èmi ti ẹ̀ pẹ́ lápá tó ìjọba àti gbowó báyìí. Mo ṣe fún mẹ́fà yẹn ni. Màá sì gbowó lọ́wọ́ nínú social media.
Àìní àwọn lèmi o, àwọn ni mí kábà bínú, mo ti fi owó mi ní.
ẹni ẹlẹ́ni iṣẹ́ lóòtútù ó dẹ̀ ẹ̀ wá dà
Ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá kọ́ máa wá fi síwájú ìtọ́rí àánú. Wọ́n tún ṣe fún wọn tán iye sọ pé wọn ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ láì dá, wọ́n tún sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ láì dá.
ó dà ó dọjọ́ tẹ bá fọ́ọ̀lù àfẹ́ náà wọlé máa mọ̀ pé wọ́n ń
Victor máa ń rò wá ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mi o tó bá ti rí lámbà ìjọ já mi sí o.
Èmi wá lábàgbọ́ fẹ́ máa bí ọgbó lọ́wọ́ àwọn olóṣèlú.
Bọ́lá Victor ẹ ṣàti ẹ̀ ṣàánú èmi tó bá ti ríbi tó ti ń há owó. Kò yé yín.
Wọ́n máa pè ẹ́.
Ẹ pè mí o.
Ní ìjẹ́rìí, ó máa ń dùn mí. Ẹjọ́ mi kì í ṣokùn ìdílé.
Ibi ẹnu yín lókun tí wọ́n wà, ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu tẹ̀yìn náà dà. Àwọn tó yẹ kó fún yín lówó ẹ ti dá ọ̀rọ̀
Mi
sọ̀rọ̀.
ò kí ń pè my mommy, mi kì í ṣe my mommy ni ìlú àjọ.
By God's grace. Ẹjọ́ ṣe tó sọ sẹ́ni tó gba hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì fún èyí ẹ̀ ẹjá jọgbọ́n ẹ máa bọ̀ ẹ máa bọ̀ ẹ máa bọ̀.